Good morning, friends. How are we all doing today? Welcome to today's stream. I hope you are all doing well and having a great Tuesday. A bit later starting today, and obviously we didn't stream yesterday, so we were a little bit behind this week, but we're back with our Deoxys hunt finally after the weekend. I hope you are all doing well and looking forward to today's stream and us getting finally the shiny Deoxys, because it has been a minute, hasn't it? We are on the road to 13,000. Let's see where we end up with today. Hopefully we can hit that Deoxys before we get to that number. Jumping into chat, Retro VedZ, how are we doing today? I hope you're well. Great to see you. Phantom, good morning to you. Zedaccord, Cisco, how are we doing? I hope you're both doing well. Mighty, great to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing as great as everyone else. Hope you're doing well, mate. It's great to see you. Music Boy, how are we doing this morning? Morning to you. Hopefully the shiny comes today. I fingers crossed, my friend. I hope it does. It's got to come today. It's got to come at some point. Hopefully this is the week that we do manage to snag it. Hopefully the shiny comes today. I'm praying that we do get the shiny Deoxys today. I really do. William, good morning, mate. I hope you are well. Stig, great to see you. And the Pro Gamer, how are we doing this morning, mate? I hope you are well. Mighty, I'm currently obsessed with getting a shiny Amora. 300 eggs and nothing, mate. Hopefully it'll come. Keep at it. Redbeard, good morning. And Natalie, good to see you as well. I hope you're all doing great, friends, and had a nice weekend. What were you guys up to over the weekend? Let me know in the chat. And if you've got any hunts like Mighty has at the moment, get them in. Let us know what you're currently hunting, and good luck with them all as well. On Sunday, I got shiny Jumbo, Scowl, and Mark Pikachu and 103 checks. That is amazing to hear, mate. I am very happy to hear that. I'm still yet to get a Jumbo Mark Alolan Raichu. It's just eluding me. And I think I'm over the 100 mark now with him. I feel like it's just not going to happen unless I put it into my Violet game and I continue the hunt there and then put the new event, the Dondozo, the Tatsugiri on Thursday into my Scarlet. It just feels bad catching so many Alolan Raichus and not getting one single Jumbo, but it's how it goes, isn't it? Hopefully today, though, we can redeem ourselves with a shiny Deoxys. It'd be nice if we can, but yeah. Sorry about the no stream yesterday. My graphics card at the moment is just being awful. So I don't know whether it's on its last legs, if I'm going to have to get a new one. I'm trying to diagnose it, but yesterday my PC was just not wanting to do anything, and I had so many issues doing the video for the Dondozo builds that we put up yesterday. Normally that video would take me, like I say, like 5 minutes tops to render. And it took a good 3 hours to render yesterday, and then I had issues with uploading to YouTube. Obviously, there was, for those of you that noticed, there was a double upload of it, which was very strange. So that was a nice surprise. I had to try and weave my way around. So yeah, everything's been all over the place, but fingers crossed today it'll all be a bit smoother. We'll get into it, and yeah, be all good. In strange news, I went to the local retro game store, saw a copy of Soul Silver, used my credit, got it, nice, loaded it in the 3DS, full shiny Dex. Doesn't look legit since 20 hours played. It's a big telltale sign, isn't it? That's probably not the legit method was taken to get it, but awesome that you've got Soul Silver. Amazing to hear, my friend. And will you be doing any shiny hunting? Are you going to do a shiny run in it? Are you just going to play through it, just enjoy it? Let me know, mate, but I'm really happy to hear that you managed to pick up that copy of the game. Great game, absolutely great one. I think everyone should own a copy if they can. Brian, good morning, good to see you. Sir Cross, good to see you, my friend. How are you both doing? I hope you had nice weekends and having a good start to the week as well. Just ordered Platinum from GameStop. Let's hope it's legit copy. Also on Soul Silver, got my shiny Mobile in 4 encounters. Skarmory in about 300. Now shiny hunt in Skorupi. Easy. Well, good luck with the Skorupi hunt. Great Pokemon. Great shiny as well, Skorupi. But congrats on the shinies that you managed to pick up, and not bad encounter times either, especially that Mobile. That's amazing. Great shiny as well. Ali, all the smoke, how are you doing? And I love my new jacket. I do love my new, I wish I had a new jacket, but great to see you as well, my friend. I hope you're doing all right. James, good morning. How are you this morning, mate? Hope you're doing all right. Having a good start to your Tuesday. Good to see you this morning. Good to see you as well, mate. I'm doing all right. Still shiny hunting in the dark cave. Redbeard, it's got to end for both of us today. You're going to get it, and I'm going to get this Deoxys. We're going to put to bed these hunts, and then we can all be very happy and move on. Carrie, good morning to see you. Jarrett, how are you as well, mate? Hope you're well. How many Dynamo did everyone get this past weekend? I got a sad big whopping 0. I didn't have much chance to take part in it, so but I hope the rest of you that did had very good luck this weekend with the Dynamo shiny hunts. Sir Soggy with the 4 months, thank you so much, mate. Good morning, Lee. Got my shaming Saturday. That is amazing news, mate. That is absolutely amazing news. What a great way for us to kick off the stream. And again, mate, thank you so much for all the support these past 4 months and everything else on top of that as well, mate. Right, Rad Dad, Calls, how are we doing? Beefy, how are we all doing this morning? Dustin, great to see you as well. Hope you're doing all right, and you all had great weekends. Great to see you. Thanks so much all of you jumping in the stream. Calls, it's not exactly morning for me. No, it's not for me either. It's like 1 p.m. I say 1 a.m. 1 p.m. I'm a bit later starting streaming today, but I rushed back and jumped in as soon as I could. So we're here. That's the main thing. Steinthor, how you doing, mate? Hoping the DNA shines today, mate. If it does, that would be the epicest of Tuesdays. Is that a word? Epicest? Mr. Holbrookie, good morning, mate. Good to see you. How are you doing? Getting ready for that world's trip in it's not very long, mate, is it? It's only a few weeks off. Let's get that Deoxys today. I'm shiny hunting Clefairy, Clefable at the same time. Nice, mate. Hope we both get it. Also, I finally got the Smeagol. Nice, and 2 of them. Let's go. That is awesome to hear, mate. I'm very happy that you got the Smeagol and got 2 of them to boot. So they were just hiding, just being a bit awkward. And Red Animate, I got 15 Dynamo, 1 Alolan Meowth, and Clink. Very nice, very nice. Is Masuda method better than KO in Pokemon in Sword and Shield? I would say so. I think your odds are way better. Masuda methoding than knocking out. Although, what do the odds go down to when you've knocked out? It's a lot of Pokemon you need to knock out though, isn't it? Okay, that's better. It's a bit hot. Oosh. But yeah, I would say Masuda method's probably the better one. Corey, good morning, mate. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Plan the 2 RNG, the Arceus once I finish the Wobbuffet radar chain. Mate, good luck with it. I hope you have a lot of luck with it and it doesn't take too long to do. Gonna be a very fun one. You'll have to let me know when you jump into it and you start. But more importantly, good luck with the Wobbuffet encounters before you dive into that one. Am I close to Hungary? Not really, UK. So we're not like neighbors or anything, but not massively far away. Fortunate, good to see you. How are you doing? I hunt Articuno while hunting Deoxys. Let's get these shinies. Let's get them. We got to get them today. Sakura's I'm at 10,000. I thought this was going to start off. I looked at it and thought it was a joke about Chen Pao, but it's actually not. It's 10,900 encounters in black right now. This makes me actually really sad. Mate, you are due the shiny so soon. Keep me up to date with how it's going. Sending you all the shiny luck, mate. I hope you manage to pick it up very soon, mate. It's a lot of resets, isn't it? Beefy, good. Pretty good weekend. Couldn't do my Monday run yesterday because my leg day on Saturday was so brutal. Still feel pain. Oh, mate. You must have went like crazy with the leg day and still have the day after the day after. Bet it's worse today as well, mate. It's normally the way it goes, isn't it? Like the next day is a little bit so and you think it's bad, and then the day after that hits and it's like, oh, yesterday wasn't even bad. Hopefully tomorrow though, mate, you wake up and it's all good. Those muscles are nicely replenished, ready to go again. Currently at 5,450 resets for my shiny Bulbasaur in Fire Red. Dustin, I hope you see it shine soon. I've been kind of on and off with my Japanese copy of Fire Red. I want to do a shiny only run in that, and I've been doing some resets for Charmander, but it's not been going so well. And it's, yeah, so I hope you have a lot more luck than I've been having, mate. Plus the hungry, I'm starving. Hey, I just chowed down a mad tuna wrap just now. Notification, YouTube. Rich, good morning, mate. I hope you're well. And D21, good to see you both. I hope you're both doing great, having a nice start to the week, had a good weekend and all that jazz. And today has to be the day. It has to be the day that we're going to get this Deoxys. We need it gone. We need it got. We need it gone. We need this quest finished. Not long ago, I did a Masuda hunt for Bounsweet in Violet. Very nice. Very cool Pokemon. How many eggs did it take to get? Hope not too many. Lee, if Dondozo doesn't have Earthquake, what are your thoughts on Goldingo? I mean, we'll probably go with like Electric, right? Is its Terra type. If it doesn't have Earthquake, I think Miraidon or Bellybolt's probably the one, you know. I do like Electivire though. I do. There's a part of me that really likes Electivire. If it doesn't have Earthquake, if the Dondozo doesn't have Earthquake, then it makes all the electric types the ones to use. I think if it has got Earthquake and it doesn't have Avalanche, then we go down a grass route. The way I'm looking at it is, I don't think it's going to have both coverage moves, because I think they want to make it so you're going to be able to choose a type to take in, a preferable type to take in to be able to beat it. For me personally, I prefer it doesn't have Avalanche and it has Earthquake, because then I think Appleton will be able to get through it. Order Up's still a little bit of an issue, but you can Terastallize out of that weakness, and you have Apple Acid, which I think will just make the raid so much easier. The only issue is with Appleton is that you have to worry about the Yawn. So I was really hesitant to put it in the video, but you want to be hitting the Dondozo on the special side. You don't really want to be chasing it down on the physical side of things, and there was a lot of physical attackers in that video. Leafeon, for instance. Leafeon's great because it's got such a high defense base stat, so it's going to be able to take those attacks pretty comfortably. And you do have a way to weaken the Dondozo as long as the screen's not up with Tickle. And if it doesn't have Avalanche, Leafeon's going to have an easy-ish time against it. It's just I worry about the curses from the Dondozo. But it can only have so many moves, right? I'm looking at it from a bird's eye view where it's going to have all of these options, where it won't have all of these options. It can only do so many things in the battle. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a fun one to dive into. I don't think it's going to be straightforward either. I think it'll be a late night for me, doing all the solo builds and stuff. But it will be a good challenge. Mr. Browser, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Released the ones, so I kept the one in the box, but 2,000 eggs at least. Wow, that is a lot of eggs. That is a lot of eggs. Yes, well, Sakroz, you were the inspiration for the Electivire. So you are sole responsibility for that Pokemon, bringing that to my attention and us doing it. I think my camera is very, very dull today, isn't it? Let me just try and tweak that so I can brighten it up. I think it's this one. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? We can see me now. You can see me. There we go. Tuna wrap, not for me, thanks. But I did watch your Chesing Chats episode yesterday. Talked about tuna melt was your favorite sandwich. Must be a Geordie thing, like peas pudding. Peas pudding, mate. Man, you can't get it anywhere other than up north. A Geordie delicacy. It's no, peas pudding's good, but yeah, the tuna wrap. I'm a big tuna fan though. I like tuna. It was either a ham wrap or a tuna wrap, and I was like, it's always going to be the tuna. There was sweet corn in there as well, so that was quite nice. It was good. It was good. Bit of sriracha sauce on. It was like the quickest thing I could grab, so that explains it. What on earth is peas pudding? Well, it's really hard to explain what it is. It's like a paste almost. made out of peas. I don't know what the process is of making it, but it's yellow. So peas are green, this is yellow. And you normally have it in like a sandwich with like ham. So that's how you'd have it. You'd like spread it into the bread and then have it with ham. It's a very unique flavor. It doesn't taste like peas though, which is a weird thing. Yeah. I feel like it's very savory, but it's something I think you would have to try rather than me be able to explain it very well, because I couldn't explain the flavor of it at all. I don't really know. It's been such a long time since I had any. Kind of not one of those things that I got on the tip of my tongue where I could be like, ah, it's kind of like this, kind of like that. Junior Sweet Corn is great. Sir Cross, great minds, mate. You are a person of great taste. UDM17, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Glad to see the PC episode up and running. It is, mate. I was worrying coming into the stream today because as soon as I went live, it started saying that my bitrate was all wonky compared to usual. So I was like, oh, we're gonna be able to do it, but it seemed to have settled down now, which is good. So there is some underlying issue there. I just don't know what it is, and I just need to figure it out. But I don't know if it's gonna mean replacing things. Hopefully not, but we'll see how it goes. But when I was rendering yesterday videos, it was horrendous. It was horrendous. But yeah, from the south, I've never heard of that before. No, it's yellow lentils that you boil and mush. Oh, it's lentils then, Rich. Is it not peas? It's weird that it's called peas pudding. I always thought it was made from peas, like some weird peas. I knew it was like boiled in some sort of way. But yeah, there we go, Rich. You've educated me on food of my homeland. Pokemon World Championships getting closer. It is sick. Yeah, not long at all. Like 3-4 weeks away. Crazy to think, isn't it? Peas pudding, most British thing I've ever heard. It's weird as well because even in Britain, you can't, like, where I've lived down in like the south of Britain for, you know, a long time now, and you just can't get it down here. Where it's only something that you would get in the north of England. I don't even know if you get it in like Manchester. I feel like it is specifically a very northeastern England sort of thing, which is like way up there. So just seen peas pudding referred to as Geordie hummus. Pretty much is, isn't it? It's like that's one of the best ways I've ever heard it explained. A Geordie hummus. As an engineer, you saying I know there is an issue, but don't know what it is. It's giving me work flashbacks. Yeah, there is an issue there, mate, but who knows what it is. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I really don't know. And that sort of thing worries me. I fitted the graphics card myself, so you'd think I would have some sort of idea about what might be wrong with it, but it's over my head. Just glad this man was streaming today. Burning Mellow, it's great to see you, my friend. I hope you are doing good. Thanks so much for joining the stream, everyone, as well. Great to have you all here. And I'm praying today is the day that we get the Deoxys. When do you think Regulation 8 will be announced? I would imagine it'll be the end of this month, towards this, like, very start of August at the latest. I would imagine that first week in August, I think we'll have the rule set announced. Because they normally do it like a month ahead of time, don't they? So I would say like any time now, probably next week maybe, we get it all announced. But we'll have to wait. It might be the week after, yeah. But I would imagine it is gonna be GS Cup, full GS Cup. But who knows? We might just get a mad curveball. They might be like, no, we're doing a ban list, or we've got all these mythical events coming and we're going to be able to use mythicals for the first time. I've not heard of peas pudding, and I'm from East Midlands. No, it's a common thing. Like, even like most people down south in Britain just don't know about it, don't know it exists. I feel like we need to have a peas pudding campaign to bring more awareness about the Geordie hummus. Can you explain what is coleslaw? I'm Hungarian, so I don't know what those kinds of food are. Coleslaw is great, especially if you get good homemade. It's carrots, onion, and cabbage, and it's in like you can put mayonnaise with it and like make it into like coated in mayonnaise, but you can also do it with like creme fraiche or sour cream. But yeah, that's basically coleslaw, and the ingredients are raw and you kind of mix it all up. Yeah. So yeah, it's your favorite form of Deoxys, by the way. I always say the attack form, you know, but like since we've changed the overlay and got the defense form, I'm kind of leaning. I do like it. I do like the defense form a lot. So there's a part of me that's like, as I look at the defense form always in the past and just kind of just threw it to one side. Not threw it to one side, just kind of overlooked it because it wasn't the attack form or anything like that, which was always the better looking form to me. But I don't know, the more I look at the defense form, it's very cool. So well, we'll sit on the fence. It'll be between the attack and the defense form right now. What about yourself though? Why are we putting peas in our pudding? Because it's good, mate. I really want, I wish you could all taste it now, just to be like, okay, that's what it is. Just wait on the flight. Gonna keep you company till then. Oh, nice, mate. Where are you heading out to, Bernamello? And yeah, have a safe flight as well, mate. I really hope the journey goes well. Are we gonna get the yellow noodle alien today, Mama Murphy? I hope we do, my friend. Honestly, I forgot we were even Deoxys hunting. I've just come on for the dad social. The dad social. We love it, mate. That's what it's all about. Deoxys is just, yeah, chilling being orange in the background. Leaf Green HDD, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well. Got the Dialga yesterday, mate. Congratulations, 5,550. What a nice number to get the shiny on as well. Like, it picked its moment perfectly. Little bit over odds, but congrats, mate. That is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing to hear. And what a nice shiny to get. That turquoise Dialga is so cool. Never Melt Ice, how are you doing, mate? I saw your message before from yesterday's post and I was like, I'm coming. I'm gonna be on quick soon. I was like literally just running in the house. So here we are, mate. Great to see you. It's a black hat today. So a black hat today. I love the sleek design of Speed Deoxys. Yes, UDM 17. It is a nice one, isn't it? I think it is the sleekness of those designs. Same with the attack one. I always think that of quite a sleek design. I think I'm gonna recreate your outro song this week if my computer can hack it. Beefy. You'll have to let me have a listen if you have a go with it, mate. That song, funny enough, was a remix I did. The videos on the channel somewhere, lost in the mire of other videos, but it is there. Ultra Necrozma remix. Did the whole thing. So yeah, if you want to have a listen to the extended version, it is there somewhere. If you do, you'll have to let me know. It's just my iteration of it. One of my favorite tracks from any Pokemon game. Any sort of new fake rumors about Legends Z you might have heard? UDM 17, I've seen a few posts. I haven't really read them, but there's been a few things the last couple of days and a few videos I've seen on my timeline. I gotta be honest though, I haven't watched any of the videos that have popped up, but there does seem to be tidbits coming out here and there, and Q's been a bit more active as well the past few days. So whether or not we're gearing up, I mean, whether you know or you've got inside information or not, right, it's going to be an easy time now, I think, for a lot of or if you're an authentic leaker, or if you're a kind of a not an authentic leaker, to make it look like leaks are genuine, because we know we're going to have some sort of news at the closing ceremony of the World Championships, which is in like a few weeks time, right? So it's a good time for anyone to be like, yeah, we'll start putting some rumors out, some leaks out, just to get the hype up, you know? So yeah, stop capping, Lee. You're wearing a cap. I need to, mate. It's the only way at the minute. It's the only way. The capping. To be honest, mate, I own so many caps. but I'm not the biggest cap fan. I don't really like wearing hats, to be honest. But yeah, it just saves time at the minute. But yeah, as far as leaks, rumors, anything like that, I haven't really heard too much, to be honest. I've not been paying that much attention. If you've got any that you've heard, drop them in the chat. We'll have a chat about them. It'd be good to get up to speed on some stuff. I guess I probably do need to have a read of them, like kind of see what the rumors and stuff have been and what's coming around. Niall, you got a rare mark shiny Alolan Raichu. Congrats, mate. That is amazing. Very, very nice, mate. One of the best marks that you could go for with that one. Red Beard managed to get the VGC shiny Eevee mystery gift from DNS yesterday. I was brainstorming about using it on my run instead of finishing the dog cave hunt. Then I saw it was level 50. Oh. And that ended. That's a cool one to get though. Nice, very nice pickup, mate. I didn't like caps until my hair fell out. Yeah, I feel like I'd be the same with that, Greg, as well. I'd be like, yeah, all about the caps. It's funny, Scott, my brother, he's exactly like that now. I very rarely ever remember him wearing a cap when he was younger, but now he's all about the caps. He's very short back and sides, all over really, but the caps definitely help. And I feel like I'd be exactly the same. I'd be just a cap man. Saw rumors about Love Disc, new evolution water fairy. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting for Love Disc as well, because it definitely feels like one of those Pokemon that does need a little bit of love, doesn't it? I would be all for it. I love Love Disc. It's a great Pokemon. Is it going to be like a mega evolution or just a new evolution as well? Need some fake leaks for beefy Twitter feed. Yes, we do. We need to construct some today. At what point did the little Deoxys next to the number change to defense form? At some point last week, I thought, you know, we had the other Deoxys the whole time. And I thought, well, we are in Leaf Green and we are hunting for the Deoxys form in this game is defense. So I was like, maybe it's been waiting to shine until we change the sprite, which hasn't worked up until now, but you never know. It might just need a little time to bed in. But yeah, I think, was it like Tuesday last week we maybe changed it? Kate, good morning. How are you doing? We're back to the regular scheduled program. Happy Tuesday we are. It's a shame that I couldn't jump in yesterday, because it was it would have been nice to kind of kick the week off yesterday with it, but lots of PC trouble, so it was, yeah, put a massive spanner in the works. Love can take the shape of many forms. Yes, that's very true, David. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you. And I hope you're having a good start to your week. Rose, great to see you. I hope you're well. How is the Mewtwo hunt going? Hope we've been able to have some luck, or just be able to get some resets in over the weekend since we last spoke. Maybe Gen 10 will have a new evolution. It's quite possible, you know, because we got Sylvia and that was the last time we got a new evolution. Was X and Y, so kind of fitting if they did a new one in ZA, wouldn't it? Back in Kalos. Can't wait for the shiny Chenpao. Right, it's Z is such a good Pokemon in ZA leagues. Shiny Chenpao. Imagine Mega Shenpao. Current beefy leaks are pretty good, but I'm out of ideas. We need more ideas, chat. I'm just hoping we get this Deoxys today. We can't get up to 13,000. We can't. I mean, we can, but I really hope we don't. Love Disc is one of those Pokemon that feels like it should evolve. Yeah, an Alamomola. I can't even pronounce that Pokemon. But it feels like that is its evolution. They just didn't tie them together, did they? So, yeah, but Love Disc definitely feels like it needs an evolution. PC troubles, you watching TV, don't lie to us. Mate, I wish it was. I wish it was, mate. 3 hours wasted rendering a video that would only take like 5 minutes, man. I couldn't do anything with my PC in the meantime either, which was like super frustrating. Because I finished the video and I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab a coffee, gonna grab some stuff while it's rendering. Normally I'd come back and be ready to upload, because I did all the thumbnail and stuff before, and I was like, I'll upload it and then I'll jump on live, but obviously that just didn't happen. That wouldn't lie to you guys, there was no TV being watched yesterday. Unfortunately. I did watch House of Dragons last night though, which was good. I think it's a series finale next week, isn't it? Gen 10, 10th Evo. Yeah, we're connecting the dots. Metal Eevee, it has to be a steel. Well, I would say it's probably going to be dragon, right? It's going to be a dragon. If they're following the kind of the pattern, I guess, from the special physical split from the original games, which is what the Eevees always did. Dragon's the only type that has ever missed out. So that would be the, I would guess the, you know, 10th evolution that we would get would be the dragon one. No Mewtwo luck yet. I'm at 2,750. I'm a bit slow, I think. That's a good amount of resets, Rose, since we last spoke. Like, definitely not slow. Definitely not at all. Hopefully it shines very soon for you, though. Before 3,000 would be nice. Love Disc evolution would Cupid. That'd be kind of funny if it just grew into like a little fairy, little angel with a ball. And the ball was what Love Disc turned into. Finale is August the 4th-ish. Oh wow, so it is. Is that next? No, that can't be. No, oh, okay, so we got two more weeks. Excellent. That makes me happy. I thought we'd do one more episode, so we got 2 more. Ah, that's good. That's good then. That's great. Speaking of Chimpao, I pulled its ultra rare sparkling card from our pack last week. Nice, mate. Nearly screamed my head off. My best pull ever. That is a very, very beautiful card. Congrats on the pull. Are you going to get it graded? Is it like good shape to get graded, do you think? If it is, mate, I hope it gets a 10. I want to do 11 shiny decks for Let's Go Eevee on my first run. I don't think this that excitingly, as I can very much wait to hunt every bird and then Mewtwo as a new corner to shiny hunt. Good luck with that quest. Shiny living decks is a very big thing to do, but in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, nice one to do it in for sure. I hope you have a lot of luck with the hunts when you get around to them though. Rumor for new megas is Heliolisk and Pangoro. That's interesting. Mega Heliolisk. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. And Pangoro, to be fair, as well. Pangoro Mega would be very cool, wouldn't it? It's already it already feels like a massive Pokemon, so I can't imagine it getting any bigger. But you never know. 15,000 would be criminal, but Charlie did go to 50,000 in Safari Zone last night. I did see that. I saw a post earlier about it, which I'm like, how? I feel like his games are broke at this point. Like, there's something wrong with those cartridges. What is going on? 50,000? It's not on, is it? Crazy. There is a point where I'm like, there has to be something wrong in those games. 50,000 just feels too many, because split over 4 games, you know, every game is went over odds by a good way now. Speaking of the Olympics, I missed the days of the Macca's special menu for the Olympics. They made different burgers for each major country. They did, mate, didn't they? I remember that back in the day. They're not doing anything like that this time around. Danny, good morning. How are you doing? You had a nice weekend, Danny, and getting off to a good start this week as well. It's great to see you in the chat. Any Pokemon you hope will receive new evolutions in ZA? I'd like to see some regional forms of maybe some. I guess we're probably not going to get much if they're following the same lines of Legends Arceus not having Sword and Shield Pokemon in it. I feel like it might be the same, so we're not going to get any Paldea forms in ZA, but it would be nice if we got some regional forms of maybe some of the Galar Pokemon like Dragapult. They seem to like Duraludon, so that might be something that we see get some sort of regional form. Be amazing to see the starters from Sword and Shield get Megas. That would be a cool thing. I guess I'm not really like banking on like anything getting a Mega. I'm just excited about, like, I'd be pretty happy with most things, you know. Have you got specifics yourself that you're looking forward to? Magnezone, could you imagine? Flygon Mega is coming from the art that was delivered too late. Maybe, potentially. I mean, I'd love it to happen. I feel like I just don't want to get my hopes up too much with stuff, you know, like those older ones. I'm like, is it gonna happen? I think there's a lot of like Gen 1 Pokemon and well, older Pokemon in general that could use the buff, and I think they would be they'd be good. Rank battle, let's stop the spam, mate. No one appreciates it. No one appreciates it, and especially not me when I've got to do this anyway. Natalie, I want a dragon evolution. I would love it as well. Could you imagine how cute it would be with its little wings? Be very cool if it breathed fire and stuff like that as well. Rumor is Dragapult is getting a variant though. Water dragon from a live form. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? So it's not, yeah, the ghosts from its past form, its living form as water dragon. That would be very cool as well. That would be, yeah, I can kind of see that as well. If we're going by pattern established in Sword and Shield regarding Miss Legendaries, there is a chance Celebi will appear in Z8. It would make sense as well. I think, yeah, I'm on board that with you. I think Celebi probably will be in it. There could be an element, especially if we are jumping through different time periods in Z8. Like, the simple explanation for being able to jump in time could be Celebi, could be the Pokemon. It's the, how cool would this be? If Celebi was the overarching force in Legends ZA. It was the one controlling us going to different time periods to fix different things. And there was a like a dark Celebi, like an alt form of Celebi, because that was rumored in the, you know, originally Celebi in the JS Ball. I think if you go back to some interviews with the I can't remember which games designer it was, Game Freak, but they did an interview and they talking about Celebi having an alternative form, much stronger form. And I wonder if they ever revisit that and think this could be the game that we do it in, especially if we're in different time zones, because Celebi is the kind of time Pokemon. That would be very cool. I would love to see something like that. Only thing I'm hoping for is Mega Meganium. I would love to see that as well, Dustin, if we get that. Well, I've dropped the timeout hammer. I feel like I don't really want to drop the the spam hammer. Like Dark Lugia kind of deal. Yeah, kind of like that, I guess, yeah. Do you know if you can do multiple encounters with one save data with the GB operator? I do, yes. Rose actually in chat put me onto it last week, which is very, very cool. But we are using a Game Boy Player on the GameCube to do this at the moment. I wish there was a way to do it with this one, but yeah, GB operator, you can I feel like my GB operator is cursed anyway. I've never had a shiny from my GB operator, so I feel it's a cursed system. But it's a very cool facility to be able to do to boot up. I was just having issues when I tried it out last week after Rose sent me the video and all the information. I think I got a bit greedy though, because I set like 12 screens up at once, and I was using my Japanese Fire Red and the Shiny Starter as an example, but my OBS kept not capturing the right windows and then duplicating windows in areas it shouldn't have been. So it was a little bit tricky. So it's one of those things, when I got a bit more time, I'm gonna have to really have a play around with, because I think it would be very fun to do it. Like if we do a shiny only run of any of the older games again, I think it'd be a cool thing to do. I'm sure yours isn't cursed, Roz. I feel like it's just mine. I know plenty of people that have got GB operators and had many shinies on them, so don't worry. I feel like it's just my sole one. We can channel legendaries in Zia. I hope so, Danny. I really do. That would be the best thing if we can. I would just don't shiny lock stuff, please, Game Freak. Please don't shiny lock stuff. It's fine to shiny lock things that are like part of the story and, you know, make sense for those to be shiny locked. But again, does it? Because like Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, and BDSP were all shiny huntable. I don't know. I feel like just don't lock things. Will you be hunting Jumbo or Alolan Raichu before the event ends this week? Probably not, mate. Which is sad to say, because I think the time that I've got, I really want to just go after this Deoxys. I want to get this Deoxys done this week. Because unfortunately, I am on holiday next week, so I won't be streaming at all next week. I'm going to hopefully have a few videos out next week, though, to drop throughout the week. And I might, for the first time, drop them as a premiere. So we've got some content in shiny hunting terms for next week. But yeah, I really want to just get the Deoxys done. And I think I said at the start of the stream, I might put the Alolan Raichu event onto my Violet copy and then try and get it over there, because I'll have to update my Scarlet on Thursday this week with the Dondozo event to be able to do that in game, which is a bit of a shame. To be honest, I had a McRib, man, McRib. I think one of the only places you can get a McRib now in Europe is in Germany. They all seem to have them whenever I've been over. Although I've not had one in like absolute years. Either that or they put the wrong version of the event for Deoxys in the game. And this one is shiny locked. Don't say that, mate. Can you do a video on how to do the multiple encounters? I only heard about it. Not sure how to do it. Just ordered mine. Once I figure it out, mate, yeah, for sure. If it'll be helpful. The video that I watched, I don't know if Rose has still got the link to it. I'm more than happy for her to drop it in if it's not too much trouble in the chat. But that is a very good guide to showing you how to do the multiple instances, so you can do that. Lumpy, how you doing, mate? Hope you are good. Good morning. You said you were definitely streaming every day next week. Well, this week? Yeah. I think British people call McDonald's Mickey D's. Mackie D's, yeah. It's true. I feel like I want to call it Mickey D's now. Going to Mickey D's, or the Golden Arches, but I feel like everywhere calls it that. Pokemon is bullying me at this point. I've spent a really long time on Tatsugiri shinies and they casually drop a shiny outbreak. I know, it's like painful for all of those people that went after those Tatsugiris before now, especially like Mark hunt them and different size Jumbo, Teensy, and now they're like, that's all right, don't worry about it. Have an easy way to do it. Typical, isn't it? Not a big fan of Dondozo event. I'm anxiously waiting for that shiny Gimmighoul to come back. Steinthor, me, you both. I'm really looking forward to it. With Masuda method, does it have to be English and Japanese Pokemon, or can it do Japanese and French? You can do, as long as both the Pokemon have different nationalities, it will work. It doesn't matter about what nationality those two Pokemon are. As long as they're just different, that will activate Masuda hunting in your egg hunts. Game Spy, good morning, mate. How are you doing? Astro, how are you as well? Are you excited for the Dondozo raid? I am, mate. I think it's going to be a really good challenge. Got a dip because my battery is at 10%. Be back later, mate. No problem. Nice to see you though, and hope you have a great rest of your morning until we see you next. Whether Pokemon from the GBA operate 100% legit? Yeah, it's just like playing the games basically, because your saves go back onto it. It's basically just kind of emulating the game through the device, but on your PC. But it's you know, it's playing on an actual game. It's not changing really anything about the game or anything like that. It doesn't make them not legit or anything like that. Rotten Ronalds. No Souls, how you doing, mate? Hope everyone had a good weekend. Also, hope you did as well, mate. Got so lucky while Herbiform this weekend. Got a Totodile outbreak. Thank God I checked the outbreaks. That's very cool, mate. Nice. So you were doing the raids, respawning the raids, checking the outbreaks as well. Good play, mate. Good Galaxy brain there. Did the link come up, Roz? Here you go. I'm assuming that you dropped it but I don't know why it's not come up. Thank you for going to all that trouble though, Rose, of getting it. We're about to go on your vacation league. Going to Devon, down to Devon for a week. So it's not too far away from where we live, but to the coast, to the beach. So it'll be nice. Be nice, mate. Just a week away. Wish me luck. About to try and fit a new element on my oven. Mate, good luck. Good luck, my friend. I feel like you're competent enough that it will be fine, mate. Can defense more Deoxys learn body pressure? Body pressure? Do you mean the... I don't know what body pressure... body pressure. I don't see it, Rose, no. Which is really frustrating. After 1k encounters of no shiny Deoxys, start timing people out and chat. I'll offer myself as a tribute. Timing people out. What, just for something to do? I'm shiny hunting Mew and Emerald. Do I really need to leave the DS on, or can I shut it off? No, you can shut it off. Shut it off. You don't need to leave it on. No, no, it won't change anything. Body slam, body press, body press. I'm not sure if it can learn body press. I haven't played around with Deoxys in Scarlet and Violet too much, so I'm not really too sure on its move set or what it can learn. Oh, you're heading there this weekend? Mate, we might bump into each other. I'll be down in like Woolacombe area. So, and like Ilfracombe. So I don't know if that's the same sort of vicinity. But mate, have a great time when you're down there. Hopefully the weather stays good. Yeah, we're heading off on Friday. Zaro, how are you doing, mate? Great to catch you live again. Great to see you as well, mate. I hope you enjoy vacation. And when you're back, hopefully they announce you part of the casting crew. Mate, that would be amazing if that does get announced. But gonna not leave long to get things ready, but I mean, it would be a dream. We'll just have to wait and see, mate. But I hope you're doing well, having a great start to your week, mate. And as always, it's great to see you in the chat as well. Repping that shiny Chen Pao emote as well, the new one. Riley isn't in the stream. That's crazy. Or always in the stream. I know Riley. Where is Riley today? I dropped him a message yesterday, but about the analog pocket, the recording stuff. So he did respond, but yeah, he's lunching us out today. Might be because we're a bit later, maybe. The parents are away, which means as kids will play. Rad dad. I was never said first shiny hunting my Bulbasaur and Fire Red. I thought you had to leave the Game Boy on because I can do a small bit at a time. Bad eyes and all. No, you don't. No, there's no need to leave like your system on when you're doing a shiny hunt for anything. Like not soft resetting anyway, because you're essentially turning your game off anyway, so you can just power it down when you're not. Like for this hunt, I always power my GameCube off, always power everything off. When I've been doing the Soul Silver, shiny only Nuzlocke run, always power the 3DSs off. So I never leave anything on. So you definitely don't need to leave your system on when you're doing any sort of hunt like that. Oh good, because I read something with Emerald, because it's not to be shiny if you save and shut it off. So Mitch, you're doing the Mew hunt, right? So what I did with my Mew hunt with Emerald, because the seeding is pretty broken in Emerald, and to encounter the Mew you need to run away each time and then come back in and encounter it in the grass and then kind of repeat that process. So what I did was, rather than like turning my game off, I would, when I'd finished doing the checks, I ran away from the area, so I know the next time I'm going back in, it will be there, it'll be respawning. I just saved at that point before I enter the area where me was, so I'd kind of save it there, so I'd be keeping a clock of like all the time that I've been doing the shiny hunting, but I'd almost kind of saved the resets that I'd done up to that point, if that made sense. But I only did that with Emerald because I felt like with the seeding being pretty bust in Emerald, I thought I may as well just save, and it worked out. I got the Mew in like 3,222 resets, so it didn't affect the hunt in any way. Do any all have a regular Violet exclusive and Paradox in chat? chat. GameSpy. If anyone does have any of the valid exclusives for GameSpy, let them know. Shout up. Danny, I'm actually happy about the latest stream. I haven't been able to catch them as often as they were about 3 a.m. my time. 3 a.m. Danny, that is nuts. Yeah, it's nicer to kind of jump in a bit later today. I was considering if I was back later than I was today. I was like, am I just gonna stream later tonight? So that did cross my mind, which would have been nice. We'll have to do a later stream. Maybe this week we'll do a later one day. Post in Lee's Discord under general. Okay, so anyone wondering about getting the GB operator set up across multiple different instances from one game and one GB operator on your PC, Rose has very kindly dropped a link to it in our Discord in the general chat, so you'll be able to check that out. Rose, thank you so much for doing that and trying to post it here, and I don't know why it wouldn't post here, which is very frustrating. But a very useful video, a very good guide on how to get it all set up. Mitch, okay, that's what I was doing, running away and re-entering, and when I was done I'd save before going back in if I was done. Yeah, that's exactly how I did it, Mitch, so hopefully that works out, and good luck, mate. I hope you get the shiny me very soon. It was a very special moment when it popped up in my game. I was like totally not expecting it when it happened, so it was really nice. I can imagine Snowfly. That sounds like it would drive me nuts. Simpletron, how are you doing? 12.5k resets. We're nearly at that point. I know, it's crazy really when you think about it. This many for just Deoxys. 100 immune emerald, made it a ribbon master on my way through the generations and in time to get the master rank ribbon in Sword and Shields last season. Wow, that's very cool. Always be my most special mon. That is very, very nice. Next question I got for you, Laserface Johns. In regards to that Mew, did you manage to get the mightiest mark on it from the Mewtwo raid event? I hope you did, mate. I really hope you managed to get it on that one. That is a big trophy Mew. So, off to work. Good luck today, Kick. Have a great day. Thank you for coming by the stream, and hopefully catch you later on in the week. We should be back to normal schedule tomorrow. A bit of a longer one as well. Are there any legendaries in Black and White 2 that are huntable? You've got Kyurem. You can shiny hunt Kyurem in, is it Black and White 2 or Black and White? I think it was meant to be shiny locked, but it never was. So you can do, yeah. And then you've got all the genies can be shiny hunt in those games. Terrakion, Cabaleon, Virizion. I think that's it though for the legendaries in those games. But Zekrom, Reshiram can't be, but Kyurem can be. But I'm not sure which version. Might be Black and White. If I ever go to for the shiny Mew, I think I'll do the 8F trick, but the steps for it do not look fun. I think you'd be fine. It is pretty daunting, I think, the first time you do it. And it is a little bit time consuming, but it's a very cool thing to do for sure. Yeah, it's a nice one. I would probably do it soon if you plan on trading it up to Scarlet and Violet. We will be doing another giveaway at some point for those 8F Underflow shiny Mews on the channel, because we've given away so many of them that we traded up from that virtual console Pokemon Red. But we will be doing another one soon. So if you did want to grab one of those, I just wouldn't want to put you off doing that kind of glitch if you wanted to do it, because I think it's a nice thing to do in game. On a scale of 1 to insanity, how crazy am I for trying to get a shiny starter and platinum? Not insane. Not insane. It's not the hardest ones. I would say you're insane if you're going for it in X and Y. That would be the insanity level. For sure. Good luck with it though, Stig. I hope you manage. Which start are you going for in platinum? Which are you planning or hoping to get? You did. Nice. Awesome. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Got the mightiest mark as well. That's like the perfect Mew then. The absolute perfect Mew. Very happy to hear, mate. Good morning. Just got back from my run. Didn't know if we were streaming for shit. Very late starting today, Caleb, unfortunately. But I hope the run was good, mate. Great to see you as always. Hope you're doing all right, mate. And hopefully just in time for this Deoxys to show up shiny before 12,500 resets. Jara Senpai Gaming, how are we doing today? I hope you're doing well, having a great start to your week, and had a nice weekend and everything. I'm talking like it's Monday, and I know because we didn't stream yesterday, so if you're wondering, that's why. Zara can confirm the 8F can be daunting at first, but I followed along with Lee's guide that you did live, was fine, but you do need to take care of a few steps. There's a few steps, Zara, where it is like, if you do anything wrong in that sequence, it can just absolutely break your entire game, which is scary because it's at the last part of the whole thing. But yeah, I know Mighty did it, and Mighty's had a lot of luck. I think Mighty did the Canto Birds with the 8F glitch and a bunch of other legendaries from those games, which is very cool. So I would love to dive back in and do Zapdos, Articuno, Mewtwo as well. It'd be very nice to have those from the original game. Shiny Chenpao Man and his sidekick duo from JoJo. We'll be doing more giveaways. We will indeed. I will be recruiting Bebum to do some giveaways with us. Recently found out that BDSP still has the GBA slot encounters in its code. Does it? I never even realized. I never heard that before now. Wow. There's a giveaway. Do we need to be a member? No, I will be doing a members giveaway first, so it will be just members to make sure that all of the members of the channel do get the Mew, because it's a bit chaotic when we did the other giveaways where it was very hard for some people to actually get the Mew because you got so many people trying to connect every time we do a trade, and it was a bit frustrating, and it's frustrating for me as well because it's not like I want to have people sitting for like 3 hours trying to get a Mew and not get one. So I try and do the members first, and then we'll open it up to do it to everyone else in a separate stream after that. But I'd kind of like to do it with the Deoxys as well, so we will be 100% doing the Deoxys. Just got to get it first. Hopefully it's today. Hopefully it is today. By the way, I got a Strava group set up for this channel. Oh mate, you'll have to send me a link. I would love to join, since I'm actually doing more running now as well. It feels like I could log things. 8F is daunting, but you'll smash it if you follow along with the directions. The only bit I wimped out on was cloning. That's understandable, Rich. The cloning is probably more scary, because if you get the timing wrong with the cloning, game gone, everything gone. And if you got one Mew from doing it, it's kind of like, do I need more? Do I want to get greedy? It's almost better at that point to trade it up to something like Crystal or even Emerald if you can, if it's a virtual console, to try and clone it in those games, because yeah, not Red and Blue aren't the best to clone in. Does that mean there will be an Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Mewtwo giveaways? I don't think so, mate. With the time that we got left, probably before, maybe. I'm assuming Bank is going to close very soon. Well, not very soon, but you know, we've got all these other things going on, so there's not going to be that much time to probably fit everything in. Do you think they'll ever do a Tanimou Shiny Outbreak event? Been avoiding doing that because Def can't tell the difference. Maybe, you know, they do. I would like that because I haven't got the family of 3 yet. I feel kind of bad for those people that have went out and got the family of 3 if they do one for Tanimous. I could definitely see them doing it though. All the legendaries from Red being made with 8F on home. They're all accessible to get up to home, yeah. And Shiny Hunting, good to see you. How are you doing? How's your Tuesday going? And thanks for joining us today. I hope you're having a great day yourself. That ends up a giveaway and win, I can donate it to someone else since I don't have NSO anymore. Oh, you don't have NSO anymore? Rad Dad. How are we gonna trade it to you, mate? How are we gonna get you a Deoxys? I'm gonna have to keep one for you, or think of some magic way to make it happen. Caleb, I sent you a link on Discord, not positive where the best place to put in the group link to Strava. I could post it in our community chat. So thank you so much for setting that up, Caleb. That's amazing, mate. That is really, really great. The Bone King. How did I unlock this event? Magic powers. Crystal is super easy to clone. Yes, crystal's nice and non-breakable as well, isn't it? Yeah. I feel like Emerald's pretty much up there with it as well. Like Emerald, there's not really too much. You can't really break your game with Emerald. At least I don't think you can. I've never had any problem when doing stuff in Emerald before. We'll do another run of the 8F and see about trading to something else where I can clock. Nice, mate. That's a good idea. Right, I wouldn't mind throwing you a membership soon to give you support. I'll be on the lookout for when you announce the next giveaway. It probably will be after the World Championships, I'd imagine, by the time that I sort out, like realistically sort out time with Bebum to do something like that. Joe, how you doing? I hope you are well. You know what would be crazy? That the home screen Pokemon could be shared. That would be very cool. Imagine Venusaur. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? Like just logging in and there's an odd chance. But just a nice little novelty, wouldn't it? Let it run out when I find out I didn't need for the raid dens. Yeah, that's fair, mate. That's fair. Because I think a lot of people think they need it to access the raid events, but you don't. It's only to go online. Come on, Ranger Jackson. My favorite Deoxys form, probably the attack form from Fire Red. But I was saying before, the defense form's really growing on me. The more we've got this little sprite on our overlay at the minute. So Soggy, the Celebi that we got, I cloned so many of them in Crystal, and they're all in home waiting. So there is gonna be. Maybe ZA is the game where I can do it, where I can do a giveaway for shiny Celebes that we managed to get on the channel all that long time ago, you know, about 8 months ago. So they're all just waiting there to be given out. But yeah, it was very sad. I should have checked that it wasn't going to be in Scarlet and Violet before I did that. But I mean, it's done. It's ready to go now whenever we can take advantage of it. Thank you so much, Fiberinas, and have a great rest of your day, my friend. Thanks for coming by the stream. Hopefully we do get the shiny Deoxys soon. Watch to celebrate Brian closing. They give Celebi and Deoxys as mystery gifts, and in their shinies as well. Just to rub it in. Pogo made me like defense form Deoxys. Yeah, there's something about it. I've never been a huge fan of it. I always just glanced past it, but it is a very cool design. When you look, like, the more I look at it, I'm like, yes, it's very cool. There should be one, Mama Murphy, in the description of the video or the stream. With the mega symbol. Snow on fly. I would, but I can't, mate. I can't. I gotta be more responsible. I've been told. Gotta be more responsible. Nothing yet, Cole. Still going through the reset process. No shiny Deoxys. Matthew, good morning. Good to see you, mate. Still no Deoxys, mate. No. Hopefully at some point today, though, we're gonna hit it. Like the speed form Deoxys looks sleek. Yeah, it is a very nice one. Defense form is the best form. Muffin, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. I'm confident that we're gonna get this Deoxys today. Coming up to 12,500 resets for this Deoxys. But I hope you had a nice weekend, mate. Having a good start to your week as well. Will you do a Magnemite hunt? In what game, Calls? Probably not, though. I'll probably say not anytime soon. Why did I do it in Scarlet and Violet? Oh, I think I wanted one in Scarlet and Violet for competitive play, so I went and got one. I think it's a Magnezone now. My daughter got a good report at her dentist after she fell Sunday and pushed her tooth back a bit. Oh no, mate, that's horrible. Thankfully no surgery or anything. That is great news though, and I'm hope pleased everything's all right, mate. It must have been scary. Anything to do with teeth and like breaking them and stuff like that's never the best, but I'm pleased everything's all right and no like permanent damage has been done. Defo speed form Deoxys best form, no doubt. speed form. Yeah, speed, attack. I really like the attack form there. The attack form's very... I feel like the speed and the attack aren't too dissimilar, are they? Had a great vacation. Kaylee, how are you doing? Great to see you. Gone back to work. Not fun. Yesterday was def rough. Hope we see a shiny today. Hopefully. Great to hear you had a nice vacation as well. And I hope work's been kind to you this week as you kind of just get back into the swing of things. Melon Tusk, how are you doing? Hope you are doing well. We having a good week. I am doing good, mate. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I'm hoping you get this 12,501. Well, that number is coming up very soon, so let's see. Good, and so far so good. It was my buddy's kid's birthday yesterday, so got a trampoline. Spent the night putting that together for her. Man, not the easiest things to put up for sure. She jumped for hours and did not want to get off. That's awesome though, mate. That's such a nice present. Right, no shiny there. Let's go. 12,500. Can it be this one? I have to move that across a little bit, aren't I? There we go. Okay. Deoxys, be shiny now on this special number. It's not. Oh man, James scared us more than anything because when we got to the hour, she was struggling to wake up. Overly tired though, no damage CT X-ray. That is scary, mate, because concussions, like, you know, with a concussion, you're not meant to, if anyone's concussed, you're not meant to allow them to go to sleep because it's quite dangerous. So that is scary. I'm just really thankful, mate, that there was no serious damage done. That's really good news. But yeah, I can imagine that was probably the scariest thing out of it. The kind of the aftermath never really feels as bad, especially when you're in like hands of like medical people who you know you can kind of trust, and they're the people to be with. Defense Deoxys for the win. I prefer it to the grey in other designs. Looks cleaner in my opinion. It's a very clean design as well, isn't it? I do agree with you. Really hope you get yours earlier than I got mine, Sasoggy. I know 18,000 seems a bit of a slog away, doesn't it? I'm hoping we do, mate. 18,000 though, that's still nuts when I think about it now. Come on, Deoxys, just shine for us. Just this once. No. So what did you do to Deoxys to make it want to take revenge on this long hunt? I feel like I've done nothing to Deoxys. Maybe it's still angry about the Delta episode where I used Deoxys, used Rayquaza, quell it. But yeah, I don't know. Charlie, good to see you, mate. Yeah, big numbers now for this Deoxys. And it might be even more to go, you know? Callum, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Surely we get the shiny today, given how bad today is going. Oh, mate, I hope it improves for you, mate. And the shiny Deoxys can pop up, and we do manage to see it. Not that one, though. I know, Lumpy, I was thinking the same. You know, you get this, like, anxiety pangs when you hear stories like that. You're like, oh... Yeah, horrible. Snow won't fly, mate. Your mind is brilliant, mate. Gen 3 really isn't loving me right now. I'm over 20k in Ruby without another shiny. That is brutal, mate. That's like Charlie levels of soft resetting. I would suggest a new file at this time. You know, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, should we start this all over again? Should we? Charlie, though, to be fair, it was the best decision, really, because it got us out of that hole in those Soul Silver games, didn't it? Heart Gold definitely helped. The Chikorita appeared not too long after, I mean, like 4,000 resets, but still, it worked. Have you not seen a shiny on stream since the dude? Well, not, and I mean, we've had the Raichus the last couple of Fridays, but I feel like, does that count, Callum? Because we've been going after the Jumbo Mark, Alolan Raichu in Scarlet and Violet when that event's been running, but yeah. I mean, we had the Heracross recently as well. We had the Heracross in our Soul Silver Shiny Oni Nuzlocke run, but I've kind of put that on the back burner just to prioritize this Deoxys, because I feel like going in between this and that, and then that again, I want to just get the Deoxys done, and then we can just move on to that Soul Silver Shiny Oni Hardcore Nuzlocke, and that'd be nice because we've got pretty much a straight run now. We've got like 5 Pokemon in the team. We've got Whitney up next, and then it's like straight on to the Lugia hunt pretty much after picking up Gyarados. So yeah, Fernando's a raid. You think Unaware Grass, not Clefable will work? Potentially, maybe, yeah, especially if it's setting up a lot. I think the only thing you'd have to worry about then would be, and you could Misty Terrain it, because I was just going to say the Yawn, if it has got Yawn, could be a bit of a problem with the Unaware Clefairy. But yeah, otherwise might not be a bad idea, because you could nasty plot Calm Mind even with the Clefable as well. So it's definitely worth trying, I think. Missed the Heracross and the Mareep. The Heracross, mate, was the best, I think, that we've had recently. That was a very special moment, and it was a female one, and we wanted the female for Whitney. So yeah, it was very good. And we got Pokerus as well in the process. So we've got Pokerus on our team. We've got it preserved in the boxes. So the run up to now is going like perfect, you know. Got to get Heracross and Mareep since Geodude. Yes, yeah, that's true. I missed the SS shiny playthrough, but I get the need to complete Deoxys. I know, mate, I'm exactly the same. This is why I'm just like, if we just prioritize Deoxys now, because the other option would be put Deoxys on the back burner, do the Soul Silver Shiny Oni Nuzlocke, which would be probably the more fun thing to do. But then we just forget about Deoxys for like such a long time, and then come back to it in like, what, a month's time, and be like, oh yeah, we were doing this. I'd just be like, we need to get Deoxys, then we'll move on to that one. And it'll be worth it when we finally get the Deoxys. It'll be worth it to move on to the Shiny Oni Nuzlocke. I got a shiny Jumbo Alolan Raichu. Going to continue hunting for the tiny mark after work. Kaylee, congrats on the Jumbo Mark Alolan Raichu. I've caught over 100 shiny Alolan Raichus in my game, and none of them have had the Jumbo Mark. I'm starting to think my game just doesn't have Jumbo Alolan Raichus. Denzel, I missed the Heracross. Still got to see it. Oh, it was awesome, mate, getting it. Because I think it was over odds overall on encounters with the tree, and then we got it in about, I think, just under 2,000 Heracross encounters. So about 8,400 encounters on the tree in total. 2,000 of those were Heracross, roughly around those numbers. So yeah. Yeah, we do need to get this one because Bank is going to be shutting down. I don't know when though. I still think we've got like a bunch of time for Bank, but at the same time, it's like I'd rather like not be rushing to get things and panicking about, oh, we need to get the shiny by this time or else it's worthless. Like if we do it now and we know there's not like a closure date in sight, I think it makes it a bit easier to do. And with the Soul Silver Shiny Oni run, like I said, I think I'm just going to keep all the shinies from that game on that cartridge just to kind of preserve the cart for that run. Because it'll be the first ever Shiny Oni Hardcore Nuzlocke I've ever done on any cart. So it'll be a nice one to just keep and preserve as is. So I don't really want to, I don't think I'll trade or transfer anything up from that game. Can I hunt Ho-Oh on Soul Silver, Oni, and Hard Gold? No, you can. You can hunt for the other box legendary. I think it's after. You have to do all the gyms in. Or do you? I don't know. I don't know what the post game. It's available in the post game. So whichever one you've got in Hard Gold, you can get Lugia. But I don't know what part of the game that you'd have to go. It's a post game thing though, and vice versa. If you've got Soul Silver, you can get the Ho-Oh. Will it be possible to tell it's shiny when the sprite is moving? Yeah, so when it moves into the screen, when it's like a darkened silhouette, Melon Tusk, you'll be able to see it's yellow. It should be more yellowy than the orange. Ah, there we go. Yeah, Zyro. You get the other wing in Pewter City. So when you go to when you go back to Kanto, you get it. I feel like they have to give at least 3 months notice before bank closes cause they are closing off access so many games. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think it'll be when they announce it. I don't think it's going to be banks closing and it's going to be next week. I think we'll have, I honestly think it'll be a 6-month period between it closing and them announcing when it closes, just to give people the time to get whatever they want. I know they've already said that it will be closing at some point, so start moving Pokemon that you want up to Pokemon Home there now from older generations, but I still think they'll give us a bit extra time. You get the wing in Pewter City, I believe. Don't know if you have to get all the 8 badges from Kanto though. Oh, that might be what you have to do. Luke, good afternoon, mate. How are you doing today? Thanks for hopping in, joining the stream. Wishing you the best of luck with Deoxys. Have been outbreak shiny hunting on Slowpoke Beach, so can catch both shiny Slowpoke and Raichu. Super nice, mate. Hope you've had some good luck with those and been enjoying the hunts as well. I think bank will go and then we will get a virtual console all the games. I'm with you on that, Callum. That's what I think they're waiting on. Those being adapted for the Switch, probably the next Switch. And then when they come to the Switch, that's when they're going to close bank. At the same time, it'll be like a crossover. Now I got to find a way to get bank on my 3DS. If you got custom firmware on your 3DS, you can do it pretty easily that way. But I think that's the only way to get it on if you don't have it already. Silent Zale, how do I have access to Deoxys? It's a mystery gift only event, so you would need to inject the event into your game so you can get the Aurora ticket. I believe there are many ways to be able to do that into your copy of Leaf Green or Fire Red, whichever cart you've got, but I use the GB operator, which is this little devicey here, to do it on mine. That's my Japanese Fire Red, so not the cart that we're playing on, of course, but that's what I used. Immediately after getting a shiny Slugma, I found a shiny Drifloon. Very nice, mate. It's a Drifloon now, and I managed to get a shiny Feebas just the other day. Very, very nice, mate. Good, very nice shinies, especially the Feebas. Was that from an outbreak? Michael, thank you, mate. We need all the good luck we can get. I caught your favorite shiny Azurill over the weekend in Scarlet. Looks fantastic. Azumarill. Why did I say Azurill? Like the baby Evo. Mate, Azumarill shiny. Congrats, mate. It's such a nice shiny. Very similar colors to the Deoxys as well. I'm so happy, man. And I hope you're having a lot of fun using it in game as well. It looks so good in Scarlet and Violet as well. Zavali, how are you doing? I'm doing alright, mate. Day's going okay so far. Getting some key resets in for this Deoxys. No shiny just yet. But I hope you're doing alright yourself and having a nice start to the week. It's great to see you in chat joining us today. Just hoping. Tuesday is shiny day for Deoxys. I want to get this Deoxys before 13,000 resets. I feel like once we tick over to 13,000, it's like we're in bad luck territory. Yeah, Feedback was from an outbreak. It's Melodic now. Shiny Melodic, so nice as well. It was one of the coolest outbreaks, I think. Like, it's a hard one to get in Kitakami, but a really nice feature. Kitakami has some really cool little features in it though, doesn't it? Like the level 100 magic corp you can get, Feebas outbreaks, white stripe basculin outbreaks. I don't know how many of you have actually had a white stripe basculin outbreak in your teal mask games. I am still yet to reset for one. Because I feel like getting one would make the shiny hunt for them a lot easier. You can do it without the outbreak in the pool, you just don't get many spawns. But I always wanted to try the outbreak to see what the spawn rate would be like. I think it's probably the rarest outbreak to get. It's a bit like the Cyndaquil in the Indigo Disc, where it only appears in one area, like the Melodic, the Feebas, sorry. But yeah, I'm yet to see that appear on my map. Also, chat, while I remember, thank you so much for all of the likes that we've got on the stream so far. But if you are coming into the stream and you want to support the stream, it's a really easy, free way to support the stream. Do drop a like. It really does help the streams, the channel, everything like that out. And it is very, very, very much appreciated. What are some of your favorite Pokemon moves? Ooh, weirdly, Rob, when you asked that, the first thing that popped into my head was close combat. I love the animation for close combat, especially from like the older generations, like Generation 4 and kind of like Generation 4, Generation 5. That animation of close combat I really love, with just like the flurry of fists. So close combat, one of my favorite. I would say, yeah, one of my favorite. I love Draco Meteor as well. Maybe from Black and White Draco Meteor from those games. The animation's very cool. What else? Shadow Ball. Always liked Shadow Ball, even from like the early games. That's very cool. Like Leaf Green. Generation 3 Shadow Ball animations, very cool. What about yourself, mate? Light that burns the sky. Wait while I go make dinner. Do the dishes, eat my dinner, and then I'll come back and the animation will just be finishing. Light that burns the sky. It's a cool move. It is a very cool move. It's just such long animation. Great. I like seeing close combat from Lucaria in particular. Yes. I always remember, like, my picture is always with Infernape. Always Infernape. Any move that makes that boing 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 sound. Oh yeah. Can you remember gems? Like, I'm trying to remember the noise that gems made when they activated. I feel like it was a very similar thing. Or I might just be like skewing it in my head. Gen 7 Spirit Shackle. Mate, yes. Can you put the link for the video for the GB operator Molter encounters in chat? Hero Green. I think Rose tried, but it wouldn't come up for some reason. I will try at the end of the stream if no one else is able to pop it in there. I don't know why it's not allowing it, because I don't have URLs blocked or anything in chat. Honestly think that bank will shut down like this time next year, or maybe the beginning of the year, right before the 30th anniversary, because hopefully they give us ports on the 30th anniversary. Muffin, that's good thinking, mate. Maybe that is what will happen. Yeah, always love Tri Attack. Tri Attack's a very cool animation move, isn't it? Yeah, I just love Tri Attack as well, that it has a chance to burn, paralyze, or freeze as well. And then when it got the freeze, those odd occasions, it's like, especially in the earlier games. Like the Gen 2 strength animation just throws a big boulder at a Pokemon. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Strength animation in Gen 1, not the best. But I mean, a lot of Gen 1 moves, they're kind of, yeah. Always like Fire Blast though in Gen 1. Very cool. Was it Fire Blast in Gen 1 that was like the... Yeah, I don't know if it was the animation of Fire Blast, but they might have updated it in just Gen 2. Staraptor using close combat in Darren and Pool, always be nostalgic for me. Yes. Staraptor, such a great Pokemon. Has to be like one of the best choices for any run in those games. Was 4 minutes behind, so that message was delayed. The audio was messing up. Oh man. Hope it's all sorted now, mate. The animation has been cooking. You get a whole movie for it. Mate, Light That Burns the Sky, just, yeah, crazy. Imagine casting games when that move has been used. Like the amount of time you had to fill while that, like, I'm sure it is nearly 2 minutes of animation that when it gets activated, you know. Light that burns the sky. I think my favorite move animation is Ice Beam from Generation 4. Always looks so cool. I'm trying to remember. Gen 3 Fire Blast. That's where I must be thinking of it, Callum, yeah. Because Gen 1 might be just like the generic fire move. And then Gen 3 Fire Blast, yeah, might be the proper symbol. Tell you what as well, oh, what is it? A Dragon Ascent as well from Mega Rayquaza. That move, the animation of it as well, so good, because the Rayquaza just goes so high, disappears, and it's like the sparkle, and then it's all comes all the way back down and just lands, just crushes whatever it's under it. That's a very, very cool animation. You do if I do 6 encounters with 1 save data, can I get 6 different Deoxys? I think if you set it up correctly, yes, you would. They would be all different Deoxys, yeah, across the 6 different games. That's essentially what you're setting up to run. So, making the encounters, just making the hunt like a lot easier, or a lot more time. Not easier, but you know, a lot better on your time. Because you should technically get it a lot quicker. Are you into TCG at all? Pokemon Ranger Jackson, I love TCG. I've got the basics of how to play. I wouldn't ever say I'm very competent at it, or like anywhere near good competitive level, but I like the cards. I like the card game. Yeah, I'd love to be like into it a lot more and play it a lot more, but yeah, never played it competitively. I played a bit more competitively when COVID time, and I was playing like TCG Live a lot more. What was that? I was playing like an Urshifu Dragapult deck and Inteleon Urshifu deck. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, never really delved into too many. And then I did dabble in it back in, oh, what was it? There was a Gothitelle deck with renewed lists, black and white maybe. That was a long time ago, but yeah, that was a fun deck as well. Wadey, good afternoon, mate. How are you doing? I hope you are good, mate. The tech issues are firmly behind. Well, I would like to say they are, mate, but I'm really not too sure. I think everything's kind of working at the minute, but I think there's like an underlying issue. I'm gonna have to try and find out what's wrong. It's my GPU though. It's I feel like is the issue. It might not be that, but I think it is. Older Smoke, you've turned the shiny lock off. Mate, how funny would it be if the Deoxys was shiny now and it would feel like you are the master of the shiny lock? You hold the key. Stream is getting choppy. Everything on my end's alright, so I don't know if it's YouTube or on your end, David, but I've got nothing down on my vitals, my stream vitals. The real frustrating thing about today is we got about an hour and 40 minutes left of the stream today because I got to shoot off because I've got to take my car to the garage so it can be fixed before the weekend. And I was meant to take it yesterday, but the second car that we've got, battery died, so I had to spend last night figuring that out, sorting that out. So I had to rebook it to take it in tonight, so I have to take that this afternoon, which means I can't stream as long as I wanted today, and with it starting late it just made it a bit more annoying. So I'm hoping we can get the Deoxys in this time, because it'd be so nice to jump. But my whole thought is it'd be nice to jump into the Soul Silver Nuzlocke this week. I was a little choppy when he was saying that, but not bad. It's fine now. Oh, good. Hopefully there's no more issues. Choppy, but my internet needs to change its diaper. Just closed YouTube and reopened it, and the audio issues were resolved for me. I wonder why it's been annoying. So I'm sorry that you're experiencing issues, guys. Like I say, everything on my end of things looks all right. I'm not seeing, like, I'm not getting any frames dropped or any issues at all like that, but keep me up to date. If it keeps playing up, we can see if maybe starting the stream, restarting it again, will be something that might fix it. Slap chop in the stream. I love it. Right, Dad. I've never heard that term before. Slap chopping. And please, it's all right on your end, mate. It's Vince with the slap chop. Vince McMahon. Slap chop was a kitchen product. Is that right? I definitely feel like it's got more, like, it sounds like it's more from WWE. Vince with the slap chop. Unless I'm just reading Vince as just being wrestling and ignoring any other connotation that Vince could be related to. Go look up the trailer and the dope song. Okay. Right. I'm guessing it's got nothing to do with wrestling at all. I've got it ready to go in my search bar for when we finish commercial. Okay. The guy, how are you doing, mate? Just got home from work. Hope you had a good day, my friend. Wish you luck, pal. Hopefully we'll get the alien today, starting the Tapu Fini hunt. Good luck with that one, mate. Tapu Fini is such a gorgeous shiny, one of the best ones. Really hope you see it shine soon, and thank you so much, mate, for the good luck. We definitely need as much as we can get. And Forbes, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. It's been a little while. Hope your Deoxys hunt will end soon. I just passed full odds on Virtual Console Celebi. Oh, mate, it's got to drop at some point soon. I hope it does for you, for me. We both get these mythicals very soon. I did business marketing. We studied his commercials for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. How many commercials were there? I hope there was enough to fill the time. Mince small vegetables. What door have I opened with this slap chop comment? So I have Pokeball 2DS XL. Do you know a reliable place to get a capture card put in? Oh, easy. What is the site for the 3DS capture cards? I don't know if that. I don't know if the place that used to do them is still fitting them. I know Loopy fits them, but I'm not too sure if Loopy still does them now. Let me just see. Would it be for the US? Are these in stock? That does look like it is. Akiri.net. Yeah, okay. So there we go. I don't know if this link will work, but that should be, yeah, there we go. Okay. So that's probably the most, it looks like stuff's in stock as well. And that's the Type C. So that's the USB-C. Wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. They're in stock again now. So that's, yeah, that's good. I feel like an old gangster hipster throwing slap chop into the chat. Easy, I hope that's all right, mate. I might even consider picking up one of the self-install boards and doing one myself with a USB-C. USB-C port is so much better than like what I've got on my 3DSs. I'll show you my 3DSs. They're mini USBs. They're fine, but they're not ideal by any means, because you need to charge. So that's what I've got now, which is mine, which is that one there. So mini USB, and it's not ideal. So with the USB-C boards, which are the newer ones, it actually charges when you've got it plugged in and it's capturing footage. So it's a really cool way to do it. What the spark is slap chop. That's exactly what I said. Shadow Glimmer Life Stage. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you as always. Now done a full sandwiches and no shiny at all, let alone total. Granted, this outbreak only gives like 5 spawns, so I have to work a little to get a decent amount. That is brutal, mate. I hope you do manage to get it in the next one. The next one has to be lucky number 5. Yeah, that's what I'm really confused about, Rad Dad. Does that capture code work on 2D? That's what I'm not sure about, mate. I'm actually, yeah, I've just sent you one just for the 3DS XLs. And I'm not sure if it is like compatible on the 2DS. Maybe Google it, because you might be able to see, or have a look at the install instructions. It might say that you can do it on a 2DS XL. I'm not really too sure though. I'd imagine you might be able to, because pretty similar like boards and stuff. I can't imagine there's too much difference between them. Whenever you guys are just dropping Vince into the chat, all I can think is Vince McMahon. That is literally all the first thing that comes to my mind. Manowar, how are you doing? Hope you're good. I used the GB operator to inject it into leaf green. So that was how I did it, mate. It's the only way really to do it, unless you know someone to do it for you. But GB operator, you can inject the event ticket in, so you can have the Aurora ticket into game. YouTube sent you back a few minutes. My YouTube yesterday was going crazy. Like, I don't know why I had a double, like when I did that Dondozo video, like 2 dropped at 1 o'clock. 2 separate videos, everything. I'm like, what is going on? I had, yeah, no idea what was happening yesterday. That's what you got. That's what we got, Rad Dad. Watch the commercials and you'll forget all about wrestling. Is there multiple there? I'm guessing there's multiple commercials then. On a level of like Cheese Whiz, is it up there? Are these gonna impress me as much as Cheese Whiz did? This hunt is crazy. You better use this Deoxys in whatever game you send it to. Cop de Loop, yes. I feel like we need to create like the ultimate raid build for it, and this is the only Pokemon I use from now on in any raid. Once we get it. Speaking of wrestling, I watched 30 minutes of The Rock talking smack. What a legend. The Rock is a legend, isn't he? Is he still in like WWE? Because he did have a period recently, didn't he? I think. Wasn't he like, I don't know the storyline because I never watched any of the Raw stuff. But I know he's been in it more recently, hasn't he? He's just such a good wordsmith on the mic. Like the ad-lib stuff he does is just phenomenal, isn't it? I was looking to do the same way, but wasn't sure if it works. Today, you'll get the full shiny trust. Thank you, mate. Yeah, so if you've got a GB operator, like this little device here, that's, I would say, probably the best way to inject the events into the game. I think you can do the same with Fire Red Leaf Green with the Lugia and the Ho-Oh events as well, so you can shiny hunt them as well. But good luck with it, mate. I hope if you do go for the shiny as well, you have a lot of luck, a lot better luck than what we've had with ours. He's the chairman of the board now. What The Rock is? That's pretty cool. He's left again for now. He was WWE until just after Mania in April. Oh wow, so it's been a few months since he's left. Literally on the TKO board. That's very cool. Guys, I think we're gonna have to jump out. Amazon man with parcels. He might be able to just, I think he's gonna be able to push them through the door. He's put them, he's either dropped them on the doorstep or he's pushed them through the letterbox. I feel like he's just dropped them on the doorstep though. I don't feel like I heard the letterbox go. Should I have a look? Let me see. Put them in, let me just see. Trash in the place. He literally just dropped them on the doorstep. And I opened my door onto my chair and I've just like one of my photos has just no. Okay, well I just broke that frame, so that's not ideal. Amazon man's fault. Okay. It's time to get the Deoxys. I can't believe that though. Why would you knock on the door and just drop them on the doorstep? Just throw them down. There you go. There might be breakables inside. I don't think there is, but there could have been. They're building a massive family tree battle with the Rock's family. It's low-key wild how many of them there are now. That's crazy. That sounds amazing. I always feel like when I hear WWE stuff, I'm like, I need to get back into watching it. Is it true you had to exchange your physical money to get new ones with the new king on it to replace the queen? What's that talking about, Copty Luke? Chair stream. Yeah, sorry about that, chat. I would normally be like, I'll be right back. Put it to the Mew hunt, but that was a bit abrupt. Come on, Deoxys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We need to get you today. We need to get you today. You don't have to exchange any money, and the money with the queen is still on. Oh, do you mean? Ah, okay, right. Okay. Physical money. Get new ones with the king's head on it. Okay. Sorry, mate. I didn't realize what you're talking about. Actual money. I never really use cash anymore. I never have cash. I just don't use cash anymore ever. No, I don't think so. I think like Rich says, like if you've got cash and it's got the queen's head on, I think it probably just will slowly get taken out of circulation. Yeah, but it can take forever to do, because you think of how much money's in circulation with like for how long like Elizabeth was in power. You got to think how much money's out there, like just sitting in like money banks and like people's drawers. It's gonna take like such a long time for that to change over. Probably never will. Probably be the point where it all just becomes digitalized before we actually see the actual changeover. He's trashed the place. Now Deoxys isn't coming over. Actually trashed the place, mate. I'm actually upset about this picture as well. Can't believe I did that. I can't believe I blamed the Amazon man as well. It's definitely my fault. I don't know if I can pop this back in though. That's the thing. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out later. I have a British friend and he said once the queen died, any pounds you have with the queen on it needs to be exchanged for new ones with the king on it. I don't know, because I don't even think they've got like new. I don't think. Nah, I would have thought they'll be fine to use. Like they can't say that, because I don't even know if they've got new coins now with the king's head on. Like stamps still have the queen's head on now. Like stamps that you like getting at the post office now still have the queen's head on. So stuff hasn't like completely changed over yet. It's still transitioning. So yeah, it would be wild though, no source, if everything was just void from that point on. It was like, that's not good, you have to give that back and you have to just use this new stuff. But we're not exchanging it, we're just taking the old stuff away. If I mailed you my DS, you want a custom firmware, that thing could make a video out of it. I couldn't make a video out of that and put that on the channel, mate. I couldn't. From what I've heard, it's a very easy process though. So if you do try it, it should be quite an easy thing to do. But yeah, it wouldn't be something I could do, mate, or show that I did that either on the channel. Fully digitalized currency is a little bit terrifying. I like the option to have both. Yeah, I think the option to have both, mate, always feels better, doesn't it? The new yachts only came out a couple of weeks ago. No new coins. Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen any coins. I've seen a new £10. I think it was a new £10 note with old Charlie's face on it. Nah, Amazon's fault. Jeff, yeah, send Jeff an invoice for damages. I get that they've got a lot of parcels to deliver. I get it, but just like these would have fit. This would have fit through. That would have fit through the letterbox. Look how thin it is. It would have fit through the letterbox. It's tiny, but instead it was just. Nah, it's all right. There it is. There it is. It just annoys me a little bit. I'm like, come on, guy. Have a bit of respect for stuff you're delivering. I get that you're probably not getting a lot for each and every delivery, but still, I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't treat people's stuff like that. I used to be a paper boy when I was younger. I used to deliver papers when I was really young on my bike, and I used to have to put them through every letterbox and just chuck them at someone's door. I get fired, but yeah. Why do I do this to myself? Shiny hunting Varoom. Just so aggressive. It's never the most fun hunt. Ronin. Got a loony with King Charlie on it about a week ago. Nice, mate. I know. I'm messing with you. You gotta stay clean. And I want to try. Just don't have a PC. What have you got? Have you got an iPad that you could use or a tablet? Because you could use that. As long as you got a way to put stuff on an SD card, you should be able to do it. There's def no video proof of you doing it over. Yeah, doing over Jeff. Yeah. Hunting pseudo outbreak, and I found 0 shiny pseudos, just 1 shiny mudbray and 1 shiny nosepass. How does it even happen like that? You know, when you like gone after the actual outbreak and everything but those are the ones that are shining. I was doing the Raichu hunt again. I think I've had it happen a couple of times where I've done the 60. We've got the shiny boosted chances, and there's been 2 sandwiches, like 2 30-minute periods from those outbreaks where I've had 0 shinies appear. Ah, you do have a tablet. Okay, as long as you can put the SD card into there, because like a tablet, you'll be able to download the files that you need and then just put them onto the SD card and then go from there, mate. So it should be feasible for you to do. Mr. Holbrook, hunt outbreaks without the shiny sandwich, just so I go around for a while until I get the shiny without the sandwich. That's cool, mate. It's like the real way to do it. Copty Loop, have you seen The Crown? No, I haven't, mate. Is that like the movie The Crown? Is it any good? I always get put off watching things about the royal family, though. I'm never really that mad into like the royal family stuff. It was never something that like I enjoyed it doing history at school either, like doing about the royal family and things like that. Not that I've got anything against them or anything, I just find it a bit boring. Not that I'm saying that about The Crown, because I'm sure The Crown, whatever it is, be a good film. I just kind of like that initial thought always puts me off stuff like that, because I'm like, is it gonna be that good? It's a series. Is it good? Is it worth watching? Raichu feels less boosted than past shiny boosted events, even though I know they aren't. Because in all the past, I've gotten at least 1 shiny on way to 60, but not this time. I've had a couple, like most of the ones that I've done on the way to 60, I've had a shiny. Then we had that crazy, I've had probably more luck, I think, with these outbreaks this time around, even though I've just said I've had 2 where there's been no shiny appear at all. But I think overall, this one's been probably, I've been a lot luckier with this outbreak than some of the other shiny boosted outbreaks for sure. We had that crazy situation last week. We walked up to the outbreak and there was like just 2 shinies just sitting there, just 2 randomly. I'm muffin. Okay, that's a light at the end of the tunnel. I've been sitting in the dark, sad about it, thinking I need a computer. No, I think you'll be all right, mate. I think you'll be good. Cop the loop. I don't like it. Not British, so I don't think the same about the royal family, but British do. Well, yeah, some British, mate. Some British really like. I'm very patriotic about, you know, England, country, and things like that. And it's nice having a royal family, but I don't need to know everything about them. If you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, not interested. Not interested at all, really. I stopped catching anything that isn't marked or potentially a giant was exhausting my outbreaks, so catching 40-ish each one and then losing them have way too many Raichus. Yeah, I'm about the same, mate. My boxes are just way overrun with the lol and Raichus. Betty Umbrian, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great day, my friend, and thanks for joining us. Hopefully coming in at a good time when we will get this shiny Deoxys. I had that yesterday, sort of hunting Lortard. I saw a shiny, fought it, caught it, and when I got out of battle, another shiny showed up in the exact same place. That's very cool, mate. 2 for the price of 1. Callum in Scotland, however. Yeah, well, there's the other thing, mate. Thanks for the builds for the next 7-star raid, Osirus, Benny Umbrian. Hopefully they do work. I mean, I'd keep an eye out on the raid build that we drop when the raid goes live. So that'll be after a bit of testing against the actual raid. I guess these are just best guesses at the moment to say these potentially might work. These could do a good job against what we might see from the Dondozos. So hopefully they work out all right. But depending on how it interacts and what coverage moves it got, some of them might struggle a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited for the Dondozo. I think it's going to be a really good one when it does drop. Glimmer and Live Sage, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for coming by the stream today, and I hope to see you through the week. Lol and Raichu giveaway when exactly, Auburn. I was saying this last Friday. I was like, it'd be kind of like one of those things, like I will just give them away, but at the moment when the outbreaks are going on, is it like the best time to do? Because like if you want an Alolan Raichu, it's so easy just to go and get them. So I think Sir Cross had the idea of on the next Pokemon Presents doing just like a what's it called, special trade them all away, surprise trade them all away. So that's what I might do. I watched your shiny Applin video yesterday and eventually got a shiny Hydrapple. Very nice Cop de Loot. That's awesome to hear, mate. Congrats on the shiny Applin. Such a nice shiny, isn't it? Hydrapple's such a nice shiny as well. I mean, that whole line of brilliant shinies. I can smell a Pokemon Presents coming soon. What do you think? I think there will be one. It's got to be that first week in August. But then, like, a lot of people have been speculating because it was like the 8th of August last year. Is it going to be the 8th of August this year? Around the same sort of time, potentially. I thought it would have been like next week when we get a Pokemon Presents. And it still could be. Kind of hoping it's not because I'm on holiday next week. So it'll be nice. Typically, it'll be next week. I guarantee. It's always when I'm away and I can't like cover it live. So it'll be next week. It'll be next Wednesday. That's what I'm putting my money on. Next Wednesday, what will that be? The 1st? No, the 31st. Yeah, the 31st. That's when it's going to be. But I'm hoping it's the week after that. But then I guess if it's a week after that, then there's not much time between that and the World Championships. But like I said, like I've said the whole time, those of you that have been on streams constantly, you'll know that my thinking is they're going to do a Pokemon Presents with some big news updates about ZA, and then they're going to expand on them in that closing ceremony at the World Championships. That's what they're likely going to do. Because I don't think they're going to do World's closing ceremony with fresh brand new news. Like, they will do new stuff, but I think they need to set it up first, because I think it needs to have some sort of competitive edge. So we'll see how they do it. But I can't imagine them just leaving the big drop just to be that closing ceremony video at Worlds. They shine hunting the event Pokemon this Thursday, Osirus. Yes, Benny, we will be the Tatsugiri ones. Next week was I was thinking too, and yeah, it's definitely gonna be next week. So on vacation. Squeeze it in right before Worlds. The spacing between next week and then the World Championships feels good as well, so maybe we see it. Well, Roy, thank you so much, mate. First time watching your live stream. It's great to have you here. Hope you've had a fantastic day yourself, and hopefully you're coming in at the right time when this Deoxys might land shiny on our screens. What do you think about Thunderous Therian for the Dondozo raid? Darius, I think it's a nice idea, mate. I think it could do some decent work. Of course, you're still going to get hit pretty hard with the water type attacks. Like, you're going to be able to damage it well offensively. Does Thunderous get Sunny Day? I don't know if it does. I think it only gets Rain Dance, which is a bit of a problem, because you want to kind of take the rain away so those wave crashes or whatever water type attack aren't as boosted, you know. Definitely gets Taunt. That could work. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I'd probably go with Zapdos though over the two, because I think Zapdos gets Sunny Day. I want to say Zapdos gets Sunny Day, whereas Thunderous, I'm pretty sure, only gets Rain Dance. because I think Tornadus gets Sunny Day and Rain Dance, but Thunderous only gets Rain Dance, I think. So I think it could do some decent work, but it might struggle solo just with the damage output that the Dondozo can throw out, because it's going to be able to hit pretty hard. Yeah, the world's info definitely always has some sort of competitive motivation to it. Yeah, that's my thinking. So I'm like, there has to be some setup for that. Because I don't think the World Championships are going to be like, here's a new trailer for ZA when we haven't had anything since Pokemon Day. I just don't see that happening. Unless they literally still don't have like gameplay footage they can show us. And then maybe they just say, here are some concept arts of new Mega Pokemon that will be making an appearance in Pokemon ZA. And it's just concept art. So that's what they maybe could do. And a lot of the, I guess at that point you'd be thinking, well, is the holdup with showing these games, is it because the Switch 2 still hasn't been announced yet and they can't show any of the game footage or what they're working on until the Switch 2 has been officially announced or officially shown, you know? So after Worlds, Scarlet and Violet are slowly going to die. That's crazy. Feels like they just came out. I know, right? But I think we're going to have another year on Scarlet and Violet in competitive play. So we'll probably still have, yeah, it'll probably be the next World Championships 2025 will still be on Scarlet and Violet. I would imagine. I can't see them moving over to ZA. And then if ZA is released in like November 2025, then we're definitely going to have a whole year of Scarlet and Violet. Because even if we get a remake, there's no way I could see them moving competitive play over to a remake. As much as that would be amazing, right? Imagine if we got a black and white remake on the Switch and that was our stopgap between the end of this year and then next November till ZA drops. It would be crazy to think, oh cool, well we're gonna have a black and white format for a year. I mean, you know, it's like almost a retro format for Worlds. It'd be so cool to have something like that, but I just don't know if they'll do it. I started watching from 9k, now it's 12k. The work is quite hard. Quan Hong, thank you for joining us once again, mate. I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, it's not playing. Deoxys is just not wanting to come out. Hopefully today it will show up shiny. I think Electros could be good if it does have Earthquake. That's something to think about. I think Electros gets Acid Spray, gets Coil as well. So you got Coil, you could go down that route potentially. That could help. There's a bunch of things that you can do with Electros, but that would have the Earthquake immunity if it does have the coverage there. Landon G, how are you doing? I hope you're well today. And thanks so much for hopping in and joining the stream with us. It's wild, they revealed the trailer didn't have any gameplay of ZA, so I feel like the Switch 2 has to be impacting things somehow. That to me makes the most sense, like why we're not getting any more trailer drops or anything. But I mean, if we got a presents next week, that theory could just be thrown completely out the window, of course, because we could just get gameplay next week. And they could just be like, yep, here's some actual footage of the games. There you can have a look. But I don't know if it's going to be like a year away still, over a year away till the release. If it is November 2025 when they plan on releasing it, there's no rush for them at this point to even show any gameplay because it's so far out. It's wild they're going to be double restricted for the whole year. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know if they can do it. Maybe even 2 if Gen 10 doesn't come out for 2025, which is the other thing, right? Like, it's not just next year in Scarlet and Violet. You got to think about like, well, what about the season after that, especially if Gen 10 isn't out? So who knows? The craziest schedule in my head is we get ZA around March time, and then in November we get November 2025 with the new Switch console as when we get Gen 10. In my head, that's what I think the craziest schedule is that could happen potentially. we're able to play Switch games on the Switch too. I'm excited to see what Scarlet and Violet looks like on it. Me too as well. That's going to be really nice because I think didn't Austin John do a video where he overclocked, I think on his custom firmware Switch, he ran overclocking software to run Scarlet and Violet on, and it ran super smoothly. So I'd imagine it'll run a lot like that, which is really nice because some of the lagging issues you come across sometimes, such a pain to deal with, and it affects gameplay like drastically. There's a bunch of times when I was doing the Alolan Raichu outbreaks, like the game was just stuttering so much. It's so frustrating to have to deal with because you're like, am I gonna miss a shiny, or am I, you know, is the game gonna crash? Please don't crash, don't let me lose my game file. Like, it'd just be nice not to have any of those kind of intrusive thoughts when you're actually playing Scarlet and Violet. So yeah, as well as looking pretty nice as well. Wouldn't a water Pokemon that has water absorb work in the raid that could learn grass move in Sunny Day? I mean, Benny Umbreon, there is an option where you could go with Umbreon, and probably you go, I guess you decide the Terra type depending on what the coverage moves are, right? So if it's got Avalanche, you probably go Electric Terra type. If it's got Earthquake, you go Grass type. Terra type on Umbreon, and then you can Acid Armor. You could have the water absorb, so you weren't affected by having its water type attacks. Then you got Calm Mind. You've got Fake Tears if you can get that off throughout the raid at any point, and then you can just Terra Blast. I guess you could use Mud Slap as well to lower the accuracy and then chase down your Terastallization. And then Terra Blast to do the super effective damage into the raid. So Umbreon's definitely something to think about, look at, I think, but it's just whether or not it'll be that effective, because Terra Blast isn't going to be hitting as hard as something like Stored Power that we're kind of more normally used to with something like Vaporeon. But saying that, like, Stored Power could just be as good an option, you know, on the Vaporeon, just because it's going to hit so hard if you're stacking up those defense boosts, those special attack, special defense boosts. So it's going to be very strong attacking option. So maybe, but I do like the line of thought there. It's something that I've went down myself. I think water absorb Pokemon could be quite good. Like Lantern, I think if it had a better moveset would be really good. But I do think Lantern would be a really good support option if you had like something you wanted to take online and like support other players online with. I think it'd be really good for online raids. Does make sense, but I think they might save Gen 10 till 2026, but I don't know if they're about to take a gap year, and they haven't done that since 2014-15, one of those years, so who knows. Well, I feel the thing is as well, Muffin, like if they do, like, they're almost going to take 2 gap years, right? If they do release Gen 10 in 2026, right? Because we've got this year as a gap year for sure, right? And then it's almost like 2 gap years, because by the time, especially if ZA is released, I guess it's going to be like nearly 2 years of gap year, where you're going to have like this year and then pretty much most of next year as well, if ZA is released in November 2025, which is a very long time. So that's nearly 2 years without a Pokemon game. Just crazy to think that we could get to like next November before we actually get anything new in the franchise. And then the year after that, when 2026, when Gen 10 would drop at the back end of the 30th anniversary. The only thing that makes me think like they could do Gen 10 next November is that you have that November release, which ticks you over into 2026. And then you have the full 2026 year where you're taking full advantage of that 30th anniversary rather than releasing a game at the very back end of that 30th anniversary year. So that would be my only thing that I would think could make more sense. But we'll have to see how it all plays out. I guess we'll get release dates maybe sometime this year, I guess, maybe, or an idea of when the game might be dropping. You know, they normally try to do like it'll be coming like fall 2025 or spring 2025. We just know at the minute it will be coming out 2025. So they obviously haven't made a definitive decision yet. And also another reason why I think, is it for that then the Switch successor console? Because like, are they waiting to say what time of year it's coming out because they need to wait to know when that Switch or the Switch successor is coming out, because we don't have that info yet? Or am I just tin hat theorying the whole thing and it's all just nonsense? Who knows, right? It's good to speculate though. Zia makes sense of for fall too, because I'm sure they want to get the most out of the megas in Go before the ones announced. Yeah, that's very true as well. Do you think they could do Zia March Gen 5 remake November? Then that gives us easy time. I mean, I think if you think about it like that, Norse Horse, if we have Zia and a Gen 5 remake in the works, I think those two games are enough to give them plenty of time to stall out for a 2026 Gen 10 release for sure. I think this year's proven it. Like, it's pretty rubbish knowing that we've got the whole year and we're not going to get a new Pokemon game, but at the same time, it's not like the end of the world. We're kind of getting through it. We're enjoying some of the older content, so it's not the worst thing, and it's doable. It's just not ideal, right? But yeah, I think that would give them enough time for sure to do it. Carrie, thank you so much for coming by to the stream today. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully catch you on the next one or sometime through the week. And Forbes, this gap year has been good for me, able to catch up on some hunts, especially if all the older games get cut from home. That, I guess, yeah, you've got to, I think that's a really nice way of looking at it, like glass half full sort of angle, and one that I would probably look at with you in a lot of ways, where it is nice to be able to jump in. Like, if we'd had a new game, would I have had time to go in and do this, you know, hardcore Nuzlocke of Leaf Green, which I've absolutely loved doing, the shiny hunt for Deoxys, the shiny Oni Nuzlocke that we're doing in Soul Silver right now, the Mew hunt, would I have that shiny Mew and Emerald? So there's loads of things. Would I have done all the shiny legendaries hunting, you know? So there's all those things that I got to think. Probably wouldn't have done any of those things. So really nice to be able to have that little bit of extra time to be able to kind of do other things in the game that, you know, you also really like doing. Muffin, so I mean, they could like shadow drop a trailer for the remake for this year or early next year, especially if Zia is late November for next year. And it would only be, do you think they would shadow drop a trailer for like a remake game though? I feel like that would be enough for them to be like, nah, we need to do a Pokemon. I feel like in other situations, maybe they would do a shadow drop of a remake trailer. But I think because we've got Pokemon Works now, and we've still had no official announcement about that collaboration between Game Freak and Ilka going forward, which is supposedly the kind of the new company that's going to work on those remake titles. But again, speculation here, but I think if they were to announce a remake coming that was produced by Pokemon Works, I think they would do a big deal about it and give us a bit of information about what Pokemon Works will be providing in future, what they will be working on, things like that. So yeah, I don't know. I'd like to think we'd just get a shadow, like I'd love a shadow drop trailer out of nowhere. I think it would be wild just to be like, just such a curveball thing to do, right? And I feel like Pokemon do like to surprise us, or do like to throw those curveballs from time to time, which is like one of the most exciting things about like getting that build up to new game releases and stuff like that, because you don't really, you want to look for patterns of previous things, but it's stuff never really works out like that, you know. They might give us 2 years where they do the same thing, like a presents in August, but then out of the blue they'll be like, now we need to keep these fans on their toes, let's do it in October instead, or like June or something, you know. So who knows, but I always love a good speculate about it, you know. I think that's one of the most fun things about it, you know, chatting with you guys about it, seeing what everyone thinks, what opinions, what everyone's ideas are, and it gets you talking about it and looking at it from a different angle for sure. Just finished the Suicune reissued model kit and posted it in Discord. I have 2 other cats, and Xerneas and Yveltal to build still. Red Enemy, I'm gonna look forward to having a look at those, mate. Congrats on finishing it up though. It's our jam time. This one's not bad as well, mate. Been playing through the 3DS games for the first time since VG season ended. It's been a nice break. That's cool, mate. That is very nice to hear. NSO ports tied us till Gen 10. That's also true as well, David. So they could be a possibility. Kind of tied us over between, you know, the break between the two. There's too much back catalog, new players. It started with Violet to fumble this next year main series game. Yeah, that's very true as well. I feel like this year is all with a mobile card game. Maybe as well, because we do have that new TCG. Is it TCG Live? Is it online? No, TCG Live, I think, isn't it? Which is going to drop soon. So I think that's it. But yeah, that'll be exciting to see how that drops. Gen 10, ZA, etc. And Animal Crossing Jam for the shiny luck. Didn't prove any luck today, Lumpy. I feel disappointed by the track. Every time it comes on now, I feel like it's just the anti-shiny. Benny, gotta go. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for the good luck and coming by the stream. I hope to see you soon, and just make sure you're taking care of yourself, my friend. They are just going to be like, here's your Gen 5 with Terra, you impatient people. You know it, probably something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think they would hype the community, because right now it feels like they're leaving us hanging. So a big bang would be, yeah, big bang would be nice, wouldn't it? And this is the thing, like, you've got to say, like, the marketing team really now, because they could drop any news and everyone's going to be like, the FOMO is going to be crazy, because it's, you know, it's that scarcity kind of factor that we just had nothing and then you give a little bit, right? You know, been done very well. Sean, how are you doing, mate? Hope you had a good weekend. Great to see you, my friend. What do you think the shiny rate will be for the Gimme Ghoul raids for the upcoming event? And would you recommend for finding other people who are going to host them? Well, we will be, if we manage to get one, we will be hosting it here on the channel. So keep an eye out on notifs and things on the channel from our end of things, because as soon as we do get it, I'll put a notif up. I'll put out a schedule for when we'll be hosting it, and then we'll go from there. Shiny rates are going to be base odds, so 1 in 4,000, and it's not 1 in 4,096, it's like 1 in 4,103 or something like that. But yeah, they're going to be base odds basically. Going to be very difficult to come across because they're extremely hard to identify in the raids. Not that obvious, but like I say, I think, yeah, there'll probably be a bunch of creators, if they do get it, hosting it on YouTube as well, and Twitch and places like that. But other than search, I don't know what the best forms of being notified where they're going to be are, to be honest. All of us are foaming at the mouth for info, so it's like anything is going to cause an uproar. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Enjoyed the weather on Friday, and then went for a local Saturday and saw some friends that evening. Then went West Country Water Park Sunday. It sounds great, mate. Sounds like you had a banging weekend. How was the local? Hope it was good, mate. Hope the result was good as well, and you managed to snag some points. I think the lack of gameplay footage is not because of the Switch 2 directly. I'm sure Zaire and any Gen 10 will be able to be played in this Switch. It's just they want to enhance it for the Switch 2. Do you think it'll be backwards compatible though? I don't know, mate. I don't know if I believe, like, if it's for the Switch 2. I don't think Switch 2 games will be able to be played on the Switch. I could be completely wrong. I just see it in my mind is like what the 3DS cartridges were like with the DS cartridges. You know, 3DS had that little extra ridge on the side. I imagine they'll probably do something similar. So the game port is pretty similar to what the DS games were, but there'll be some little tweak on it to make it a Switch 2 game and a different to a Switch game somehow, you know. I mean, they could just use the same thing where they have an extra little ridge on the top, like just something that sticks out. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they do it though, you know. I hope the rumors about them going like full digital with the next console aren't true. That would make me sad. Local was not great, got some bad luck. Ah, mate, sorry to hear, but that's the way of the game. Don't know if you saw, but I nearly got top 10 in the ladder. Wow, mate. Top 10. A storming it, mate. That's awesome to hear, mate. I'm pleased it's going very well for you on the ladder scene. I hope it transitions into your local runs in the next few months and so. They won't be Switch 2 games. They will be Switch compatible, but they will work better on Switch 2, much like Scarlet and Violet. I mean, that would be a really great way of doing it, you know? I'd love to see them do it that way, because it'd be nice. Opens it all for like Switch and newer Switch, or whatever the next console is going to be called. Switch 2. Is it going to be called the Switch 2? I try and avoid calling it the Switch 2 as much as possible, because I'm like, are they really going to call it the Switch 2? They might. They might do. They may do. I think that makes some more games for both, like Switch and Wii U. Yeah, potentially, yeah. I still feel it has to be playable on the Switch after being able to pre-order for the Switch. Yeah, maybe you're right, Rich. It's a bit misleading. They would cause an uproar, wouldn't it? Cause riots, I swear. Yeah, maybe. Gonna fully digital, only Sony and Xbox, according to Capcom investor call. Yeah, I wouldn't want them to go fully digital. That'd be very sad if they did that. Could the Switch 2 cartridges will be identical to the N60? The N64, yeah, these massive clunky cartridges, yeah. Could you imagine? That would be hilarious. Professor Oak, how are you doing, mate? How are you doing today, mate? 4 likes away, come on team. We have 3 likes away from 100, so if you can drop a like on the stream, it does really help, friends, and massively appreciated as always. Maybe change to Glitch X City battle music. It'll be like the Switch Plus, something like that. Switch Plus sounds alright, doesn't it? I don't know, I kind of want them to have like a brand new name for it, but I don't know. I guess the 3DS, DS, DSi were all kind of similar but far enough away from each other that it made it obvious that they were different consoles, right? Maybe they were meant to switch and Switch 2 and they just said simultaneously. They'll call it the Twitch. Amazon was the Twitch. I love it. The new Nintendo Twitch. Stream on Twitch. Not the platform, the console. That'd be funny. Hope it's not called New Switch like the DS lines. Yeah, the new Switch. The new. What would they call it though? Because it's meant to have like the Joy-Cons are meant to be like magnetic, aren't they? Rumored to be magnetic. So they don't have like rails that they slide in on, they just clip on at the sides, which is kind of cool if they do that. Switch up, there we go, Sosoggy. Find it. We'll have to remember that. The switch up. Oh, the switched. Switched, yeah. The Nintendo switched. Switch up. How could they relate it to like the magnetic things? Because I feel like that's the only thing I know that's just like gonna be the switchblade. They're never gonna do that, the magnet switch. Switch mag. Yeah, switch mag. It's gonna have to be some like, I get there'll be a different feature with it, just Rad Dad, clearly it'll be Switch Plus. Well, if there's anyone to listen to in chat, Rad Dad, you know you are the man, because we know you got connections. You got connections in the industry. The new Magneto Switch. Switch Magnum. Rad Dad knows. It's a Switch Plus. And a plus sign. Nothing else. Yeah. Switch Neo. I think they're gonna fold up like a DS as well. That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? I mean, the Switch as a console has been such a successful console, right? It's kind of hard to say like you need to change loads with it, because like ergonomically it's not a bad console at all. It feels good. I mean, all the buttons are in like really good places. For me, playing handheld, it feels like a nice console to play handheld. I've not really had too many complaints with it, so I don't know what they would change other than maybe a bigger screen, more powerful. Yeah, so Switch Plus, Switch Alpha. I just hope they never get rid of the physical games. That's how I prefer to get mine. That I'm the same as you, mate. I am exactly the same. That's what I'm saying. So we're going with the Switch Plus, right? And then the OLED model of that will be the Switch Plus Plus. Yeah, so it'll be like the Pokeball Plus and the Pokeball Plus Plus. So that's what they're gonna be. Yeah, they're gonna do that. Yeah. So then the more premium model will be the Plus Plus. You'll have the Switch, you'll have the Switch Plus, and then you'll have the Switch Plus Plus. And then I guess where do you go after that? Maybe get fancy and call it the Switch Plus Plus. Needs more power. 3D Switch or 3D glasses. Can you imagine if they brought back 3D glasses? They were like, yeah, you can we got a 3D glasses switch on the top. You just click over and put your glasses on and enjoy your games in full 3D with your 3D movie glasses. Honestly, they could leave it all the same, just upgrade the hardware. To be fair, yeah, they could. Nintendo has used so many variations of sequel names. Super U. They could serve us all and hit us with something new altogether. They could, yeah. You could make it foldable with a screen like the Samsung Z Fold. Do you reckon they would do that though? I feel like that would like put the price of it up so much. It'd be kind of cool if they did, because like then porting over like DS games would be really cool, like for them to be able to do. The difference would be the plus as well as the spelled out plus. So yeah, that's how they would do it, like Rad Dad. So they would spell out plus and then have a plus sign, so it would be plus plus. Yeah. Of course, that's how they would do it. You've got the specs and everything already. You've got the blueprints out in front of you. And the new Switch Lite will be the Switch the minor Switch. Plus Ultra Plus. The Switch Plus. A Nintendo cartridge is iconic. I doubt they'll stop physical software sales. Just can imagine there will be less sent to stores overall. Yeah, potentially. I just wish they would do, you know, I think we talked about it before, but if you look back at like the Gen 2, even Gen 3 games, like the special cartridge colors that they did, like Crystal's always one. Pokemon Crystal's always one that jumps out to me because it's got like the glitter and it's got that shiny kind of cool glittery look to the actual card itself. And I just think, how cool would it be if we had like, you know, if the Scarlet cartridge was red or the Violet cartridge would have been like purple. I think, you know, just like little things like that. And I know it's all down to manufacturing costs and stuff like that, but I don't know. There's just something about like you say, Nintendo always used to do like really cool things with their cartridges. I remember like the gold special edition Ocarina of Time for the N64. That was like very cool, wasn't it? They did like Stadium 2 as well, had a cool cartridge. I think it was like half normal, half gold. So it was like gold and silver. More like plus. Zydia, yeah. Noah, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. We're back on the Deoxys hunt. Anyone know how many resets we are at? We are at 12,676. This is going to be 12,677. So if you could live in a Pokemon region, what would it be? Johto. Because I know Kitakami's just a little way up there from it. If not Johto, I would say Kitakami. I cannot understate how much I love Kitakami. I thought Kitakami was great. Such a brilliant place. Yeah, you got the crystal pool. You've got everything you need in Kitakami. Got a little shop, Peachy store. You go and pick up your supplies. You've got Olga House, and if you get bored, you can go and do a bit of that. Yeah, the music's great as well, considering like I think we've got the music playing right now for it. Gold Corp with the Inchika label. Ah, yes, mate. Cool for the 64, yeah. If you could live in a Pokemon region, that would be the one. I love shiny hunting there because of that. Yeah, that's one of the best things. It's so chill, isn't it? It always gives me like PLA vibes as well. I'd live in Horn, Coptiloop. It's a great choice. Horn's a great place as well. But you already live in a Pokemon region, Galar. This is true, Red Animator. I do live in Galar. Galar. Which part of Galar would I be in though? Let me have a look at the Galar map, because like Galar's flipped around, isn't it? I need to work out where I would be on the map. So I'd be close to Winden. So yeah, that would be kind of where I would be, I guess. If you flipped it around, yeah, more Winden, and then wherever the fairy gym was. So that kind of area of the UK would be where I would be. Yeah, because it's like it's flipped around. So like Scotland's at the bottom of the map really with the Crown Tundra, and then you've got Winden, which is London, I guess. So yeah, this is kind of cool. Don't forget to get your mochi at Peachy Store. Yeah, exactly, mate. Everyone going crazy for the mochi festival. I would trade you Gala for Paldea. Paldea sucks. My house is just a menu screen. There is not many buildings to explore in Paldea. I would say that there's a lot more in Galar. There's a lot going on in Galar. Galar. I like Paldea though. I really do. I like Paldea as a region. I think Alola is my least favorite region game, just because everything feels so disconnected from each other, you know? And like Hoenn did a really good job of like giving you that vast like feeling of like places being separated by big bodies of water, but everything felt very connected. Whereas Alola to me just feels so disconnected with how it was done. And the islands that aren't far away from each other, but it just feels, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Alola. I feel like I do a lot of Alola bashing, but I don't mean anything by it. Just a personal preference. Actually, I'd live on that island in a Pokemon movie with Latios. Latias. Love that place. Now, that's a pretty cool place. Yeah, as well. John, I'd like to live in Balloonley. Is that Ballonley? Ballonley? I lived in a Galar, the bright lights would be cool at night. They'd be very cool at night. And that's pretty much location wise where I am in, I guess if you flip the map upside down, where I would be close to. That'd be my local gym if Galar was real. But Alola has wormholes. That is very true. You can go to the altar of the sun or the altar of the moon, have some really cool experiences with wormholes. So you cannot deny that. Still need to play X and Y or get an appreciation for Kalos before ZA comes out. Watch the Pokemon X, Y, and Z series, Rich. You'll definitely get a nice appreciation of Kalos through those. Very good series. Professor Oak, Alola is better than Kalos and Paldea. I don't know, mate. I don't know if I agree. I respect your opinion, mate. But I don't know. And once through the wormholes, you can acquire the Chen. Yeah, the very end of the wormhole, the furthest point, the very last wormhole that you can, the portal that you come across is the Chen Pao portal. What's your favorite Pokemon series? Anime series, Noah. It's so hard to look past like that first season because I think it was it just has such a nostalgic feel for me, you know. I think, yeah, it was very cool. I'm watching Ash go all the way to the Pokemon League. But if you're meaning generation, probably say generation 2. Good luck with the rest of the stream. I have to head to work. Redbeard, have a fantastic day at work, mate. I hope it's nice and easy for you today. And thanks so much for coming by the stream early on and and you take care of yourself, mate. Hopefully catch you through the week. Lumpy. That's probably true, mate. Yeah, probably. Except the French. The gameplay in Alola region games is one of my favorites, but not the favorite region. Yeah, I'd kind of agree with that. They have a lot of really cool facilities in the game. It's just the region, I feel. Yeah. Kanto's my sentimental favorite. Yeah, Carrie. I feel like with Kanto as well, I could just play through Kanto over and over and over again. I just wouldn't get tired of it either. How many resets do you think you will be willing to go to before stopping the hunt? I will never stop this hunt. The only time now this hunt stops is when I get the shiny Deoxys. I am not stopping this hunt. No. No, sorry. So, because we are running out of time today, I think what we'll do is we'll take it. We've not been going that long. We haven't been going a little while. I think we'll take it to 12,700 and we will call it there. And then we'll pick up properly tomorrow with our normal schedule. Like I said before, friends, I'm sorry. I do need to take the car to the garage to get worked on. So I need to drop that off at a certain time before it shuts today. So I'm sorry we didn't do any longer in today's stream, but we've got through a good number of resets. It's been awesome catching up with you guys after the weekend, of course, as well. And like I say, we'll wrap it up on a nice round number. You know it's going to be 12,702 though, so we got a few more resets to go before we wrap up today. But it has been amazing hanging out. Thank you so much for coming by, of course, before we do wrap up today as well, because yeah, topics have been on point as usual. Had Peace Pudding to kick off the stream today. We've had loads of stuff which has been fun to talk about. I never played Y, even though I've owned a game cartridge for years. Is there any reason to play it before home shuts down, or focus on shiny hunting over other legendaries? I don't know if there's anything specifically available in Pokemon X and Y shiny that you can't get in other games. I think I would always advise, like, you know, down to you as well. But if you want to learn a little bit more about the games and the lore of the Kalos region, I think it's a good game to play, to jump into, just to experience, because Z is definitely going to tie into that game somehow, I think, you know. So I think playing it, just being familiar with Kalos and some of the things of how like Lumios City works with like the Gorgots and, you know, the Gorgot taxi service and other things, the cafes and stuff like that. I think it's definitely worth giving a go, you know. Can you leave the video for multiple encounters before you leave? I tell you what I will do, Hero Green. I will do exactly that. What do I need? I can probably do it this way, can't I? So Rose has dropped it because I feel like I'm the only one that can drop a link, can't I? So let me just grab it. It's in general. Did Rose say? That's not there. General. Okay. Oh no, that's not it. Right, let's see. Ah, here it is. Copy link. Share. Copy link. Right, sorry chat. And can I log on to my own stream through my phone and go on to chat? See myself. I can. There we go. Okay. Paste. There we go. Well, that's not gonna mess up the stream. Right, all done. There we go. As promised. Dropped in. There is no reason to play it, and you should mail it to me. That is comment of the day, I feel. Right. Get through these last few. You only stop this hunt when Deoxys shine. He appears, or the shiny Mega Chenpao Easter egg. Wow. Can you imagine getting a shiny Chenpao? That would be very special. But yeah, we're not going to stop. I think it's going to get to the point soon where we're going to have to do a longer stream. I am planning though. I think before, at some point in the next couple of weeks, maybe next 3 weeks time, I might be planning a 24-hour stream. So keep an eye out for that one. Put that in the works. I vote you get it at 12,699. I hope you're right, mate, because this is the one right now. Is it gonna be the one? It's not. It's not. Gen 6 had so many fun shiny hunting methods. It did, didn't it? Yeah, Friend Safari is always one that I think is such a great shiny hunting method. Don't do 24-hour stream during Worlds. I'll miss it, please. I think it'll be before then, mate. I think it'll be before Worlds. You don't need to do a playthrough with this dang Deoxys when you get it. Do a playthrough. I feel like we did the playthrough though, Joel, before. So we did the hardcore Nuzlocke run in Leaf Green before we did this Deoxys hunt. So we kind of done it, but I know what you mean, mate. It'd be kind of nice to port it into a game and just run through a game with Deoxys. Since it is level 30 as well, we could kind of do it. Well, if you might be planning a 24-hour stream and maybe book it off. Ah, that'd be cool. That'd be very cool. Right. This is going to be the last one. I will keep you up to date though with when that will be dropping and what we'll be doing in that. So let's see. Keep an eye out, friends, and I will keep you up to date as much as I can with when I'm trying to schedule that in for. Last one of the day, friends. Can it be the one? 12,702 resets. We'll be hitting that 13,000 tomorrow, unless it's shiny now, which would be incredible, but it is not. Sad one. Okay, friends, I'm just gonna say thank you once again for coming out to the stream. It's been awesome hanging out with you all. You are the best as always, and very much appreciated. Take care of yourselves, have a great rest of your day, and we'll be kicking off a little bit earlier tomorrow, so especially a lot earlier than today, so not like a normal schedule time, and we'll be able to go for a bit longer as well. So hopefully I will see you then, friends. Have a great rest of your day. Like I say, take care of yourselves and enjoy whatever you are up to, and I will speak to you hopefully and see you all on tomorrow's stream when we'll continue the hunt for the yellow alien that just seems to never be ending, but it will end at some point. I'm gonna call it. Tomorrow is gonna be the day. So take care, friends. Till next time, bye bye.